going on, people? Mitch here. Welcome back to Growing Up Gaming, your monthly podcast where we meet a new person of the internet to discuss their childhood with gaming and how it inspired their lives today. I want to thank everybody who's been so supportive of the show by not only watching the show and rating it on your favorite platform, but sharing the show with your friends and communities and recommending guests. I greatly appreciate it. I also want to apologize for no new episode in August, but I will be making up an extra episode in September. This week on the show, we have our guest. His name is Savoy Prime. I met him through Carpool Gaming. He is a member of the PlayStation Drive, and we get into who he had to fight with to play games, tough retro games, and going back and playing old games on bad graphics. If you want to be a guest on the show, reach out to me on Discord or live on stream at twitch.tv/MitchPower1116 or leave a comment on the YouTube video below. I'd love to hear more and more stories. Also, as always, don't forget to like the video on YouTube, subscribe to the show on your platform of choice to catch all new episodes each and every month, and share the show with a buddy to get more and more potential guests to have on and stories to hear. Thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it. Let's have a chat with Savoy Prime. Do you remember what got you playing video games? Was it a family member? Was it a friend? Was it like older brother, mom? Who got you started playing games?
It was mom.
Mom?
She was big into games. Yeah, she was big into games. So I don't remember exactly what she was playing on the television because I know Dad had bought it for her and she played that like all the time. So I remember watching her play that, and I guess it was like the emotions while she'd be playing. I don't know, man. It was just something kind of just super cool about it. I remember playing some of the games, but it was just something about it, and from there it was just kind of just stuck, and that's just like my main hobby. That's what I do.
That's very cool that mom was the person, not dad. Because I talked to a lot of people where it's like dad played golf on the Atari or on the NES. Because I always found out like parents back then only played video games for like the hobby that they gave a shit about, right? So it's like, I like baseball, so I'm gonna get a baseball video game or golf or racing or whatever the hell, right? But mom being into it, that's cool. Was your dad into it as well, or was that like her thing?
Man. The good thing about Dad is he didn't look down on it. It isn't like he, was like, talking shit about, games drain your brain or anything like that or whatever. It's just that Dad was just so active in other shit. Dad was in the military, so he was always constantly exercising, running, doing shit out in the yard. So I think it was just more of a thing that he didn't have the time for it. He was always studying and stuff. So it was just one of those things that I think he just didn't have the time, but he never talked shit about it, never, said anything bad about gaming and nothing like that. So I guess he respected it. It's just that he didn't have the time.
It sounds bad, but also as a husband who games and has like a hobby that I do, it's funny because it's like if something keeps the wife occupied to where she's not constantly thinking, why are you not hanging out with me? it's a good thing.
That may have worked.
That's a good thing. He was probably just like, gaming kind of like makes her forget that I'm out here doing all this shit all the time. So it's like my wife recently got into doing her nails and I'm like, bang up job. Spend 4 fucking hours doing your nails and I'll edit videos and we're both happy and everything's cool. Yeah, that works. So that's what I'm saying. He probably was just like, yo, man, if it keeps her happy.
He probably was. So I mean, like I said, man, once she did everything that she had to do, if we had homework to do, she would help with it. And after that, she cooked dinner, and then it was just on from there. Like I said, she would sit down, and whatever it is that she was playing, I would watch. And yeah, man, like I said, she stuck with that. I mean, it wasn't up until the Nintendo 64 when she finally kind of started to wane off of it a little bit. But
right.
Like I said, that was more of a thing of she started letting the controllers intimidate her. So that's why
there's like 7 buttons on this thing.
Yeah.
How dare
the
they?
Nintendo 64 controller kind of did her in. Now, she played the shit out of Mario Kart 64. That did not stop her. She played the shit out of that. But
nice.
Outside of that, yeah, man, she started saying that, especially once we upgraded from the Nintendo 64 to the gen console. She was just like, yeah, I think this is where I'm going to bow out a little bit. So it was mostly just her playing Sims and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a cool though, that even though like console wise she stopped there, but she still started playing like she was still playing other stuff and everything, which
yeah, she still gets her gaming in. It's just different, that's all.
I feel like moms have upgraded to like phone games. I feel like that's the thing. Moms have upgraded to phone games. Yep. Moms are all about
tablet.
Tablet
and the farming games. And I don't get it. She has like 4 or 5 farming games, and I'm like, are they not the same? I'm like,
yeah.
Please help me understand.
This one you can have 4 acres, floor plots of land. Like, okay, cool. Like, personally, those games like the Stardew Valleys and those, I'm just like, I'm good.
You're not the only one, man. I've tried them. I think the last farming game that I think that I remember playing and having a decent time with, I think was one of the Harvest Moon games, and it may have been on the PlayStation 1. I think. Outside of that, but I think it was also one of those things too where I was kind of like, I was still in the mode of renting games then, so I think I just rented it and I was like, well, I'm stuck with this shit, and I played it. I didn't hate it, but I don't know, man. It's like you said, it's just something. It's just not for me. It's
like same thing. So like the one game like recently came out that like had a huge, like my friends were playing that I just did not get was Lego Fortnite. Like there's no, it's just you go farm for materials, you come back and you build cool shit. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Is there like a story? Like, do we follow a narrative? No. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know it was going to be like that.
Right. Can you fight other people? Is there like people that can invade your base? No, there's not. So I'm like, so what the fuck are we building these swords for exactly? Like, what am I building all this shit for? And it just seems like it's mind numbing because you just kind of like just build away and farm away. And, you know, I'm like,
I was very confused by that because I can't remember if it may have been Miles of Amanda's stream. I can't remember. Somebody had played Lego Fortnite, and I was thinking that it was just going to be pretty much Fortnite, but in Legos, Lego form.
Right.
I was really wrong when I started seeing all the building and all that. And I'm just like, this is not what I expected it to be.
No. So it was like, it reminded me a lot of Minecraft. And like I said, like, I mean, the good thing though is, I mean, Lego plus Fortnite plus Minecraft equals success, right? I mean, that's literally 3 IPs that are just blowing up and everything will be fine. But it was just like, again, Minecraft was kind of the same way. Like my son used creative, and I mean, creative Minecraft is basically just unlimited Legos, right? You just build whatever you want, which is cool. And I won't shit on that. But same thing with like those farming games, like Animal Crossing is still same thing for me. I'm just like, this is okay. I'm just not into interior design, maybe.
I guess for people who like to do that and build and stuff like my daughter, she, I put her in front of Minecraft and I don't even know, I had asked her if she had heard about it. And at that time she hadn't, because Minecraft was still somewhat new. So I was like, well, I'll put it on a computer, let her see if she enjoys it. And man, from that point forward, she just was on that and constantly showing me the stuff that she was building. And I was just like, I wish I had the time and the patience to do it. I'm just like, nah, that's okay. I can't do it.
I think our time is just valuable to the point where, like, if we play games, we have to like thoroughly enjoy the games that we play, and we don't have time to fuck around with new stuff that might suck. Because I can tell you right now, like, that's how I felt recently with Elden Ring. I felt like, because I could play it in chunks, and I was like, I just played for 2 hours. I died for 2 hours straight. I didn't level up. I didn't do anything good. I just wasted every fucking moment of my time right there. And it was getting discouraging until I found areas where I was actually like doing stuff in, and I'm like, oh, I'm not just getting my teeth kicked in. This is fun.
Elden Ring can punish. It can punish.
It absolutely can.
That's one of those games where when I hear somebody say that they dropped it, it's one of those things where I would like, I can't really blame them. Right. I think the only reason why I even ended up playing it was because my friend had got it for me as a birthday gift. It was maybe about a month after it was out, and he was going on and on about it, but I was like, man, I don't know. From Software titles, I don't know if I want to fuck with that.
Right.
And so it was one of those things where he was just like, here's the PSN code, get Elden Ring. Happy birthday. And I was like, shit.
Now I got to follow the instructions. Yeah.
It's at that point, it's kind of like, well, damn, I'm locked in because of the damn birthday gift. So yeah, I was like, fuck it. I'll go ahead and give it a try. And as I've told everybody, man, that first boss, golly, you want to talk about being, I don't think I've been that pissed off playing a game in my life.
Right.
I don't know how many times I died to that damn boss, and I finally was like, fuck this. I uninstalled that shit, and I was like, I'm never playing this again. So
I will say,
Curtis is like, I was done with it. I was done. I was like, I don't play games for this shit. So I was talking to Curtis about it. He's a good friend. He plays all the FromSoft shit, and Curtis was like, look, man, he said, just reinstall it. He said, it's all about learning. You gotta take your time, go somewhere else, level up a little bit, come back to it. He said you can't approach this like you approach most games.
Right.
I said, all right, man, all right, cool. But when I started approaching it like that, where okay, this guy just fucked me up, let me go somewhere else a little bit, level up a little bit, come back, and eventually, man, it just started to click. And then after that, I was just on a roll. But I can understand when people sit there and say that that's just not a game for them. Like you said, it's just sometimes you play a game and you want to feel like you've done something,
right?
And I think that's the reason why I don't really like roguelikes. I don't want to die and then have to start all the way from the beginning again.
Right.
Yeah, and with Hades, that was it for me. I enjoyed Hades, everything else about it, the way it looked, the story, everything was great. Man dying and having to go all the way in the beginning again and start over, and I'm just like, I don't feel like I'm progressing. I get it. I know. The players get stronger and push forward. I don't feel that way.
I will say, like, I kind of felt like when I was playing Elden Ring, it was just after that first boss is where I actually felt like I just wasn't. I would get to the castle part and I was just getting my teeth kicked in by everybody, and then I'd go to like somewhere else that wasn't better, and I'm just like going here and getting my teeth kicked in, and I go here and get my teeth kicked in, and I'm just like, where the fuck are there's like, where's another boss I feel like I can actually beat? But like, I'll tell you, the beating an Elden Ring boss, that fucking high of beating an Elden Ring boss, that shit's almost impossible to replicate in other games. Like that is, I beat a boss and I'm like I could just flip this whole fucking desk with all my shit on him, like stand up and just be the happiest man ever. Like that's how I feel when I beat that, like a boss in that game. So I mean, I do respect it, but I mean, there was also some games back in the day that were also hard that they didn't give a fuck. They were just
those damn original Ninja Gaidens on damn Nintendo shit.
The old Nintendo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games, those old Mega Man games.
Yeah,
like,
those were tough.
You had
Battletoads.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Man. There was a kid at our damn school that beat the game, and we did not believe him. And
I don't believe him to this day, actually.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we went over to his house, and it was about 4 of us from school. And we watched him play, and he actually did beat the shit. I was more amazed by the fact that he got past the damn little vehicle part, the roving vehicle part. Man, that blew my mind. That kicked my ass every time. I rented that game so many damn times, hoping I could sit there and try to push forward, and it just got to the point where I was just like, well, Battletoads apparently is just going to be my early Dark Souls game, because I couldn't do it.
And there wasn't like, dude, first off, 2 things. One, you weren't calling that Nintendo hotline because you weren't going to get your ass whooped by your parents. That's like number 1, right?
Yeah, that wasn't happening. You
get your ass beat for catching a fucking $200 phone bill. And then number 2, there was no like YouTube to just go quickly look up a tip or how to do this.
Nothing like that.
They had Nintendo Power, but also it was like Nintendo Power might talk about this game, but they might not. Like it was just... Yeah, it was rough back then.
Now I know they had like the old school like Tips and Tricks magazine, but even then, like you said, if you had an issue that they didn't talk about it, you were shut out of luck. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I always love
these days don't know how good they got it.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you can go and literally ask a person live on Twitch if you want. You can go. It's like tech support's free online now. Like Tips and Tricks are online. Like I could phone up a friend and be like Buzz, who I talk about all the time on my show and on my stream. He plays games with me. He's like my Elden Ring shaman. I'm just like, Buzz, what the fuck do I do right now? And he's just like, go here on the map. I'm like, okay, thank you, Buzz. Because he's played it that so long. It's like one of his favorite games ever. So he definitely is like, just go here. I'm not going to tell you how to beat these people. I'm not going to tell you what. He's like, just go to this area at least so you're not getting trampled by people. I'm like, all right, cool. So that's nice to have now. Oh, yeah. Like I said, once I found the spot, no joke, I found the spot I'm in, and I was like, these people are hard, but not unbeatable. Like, I started doing damage. When I hit you with the strongest attack I got, and I see how much health goes away, I'm like, I think I can do this, right? So those fucking sneaky chests, by the way, in Elden Ring, you open it up, and it takes you somewhere else, right?
Yeah. So
I did one of those, right? I did one of those. It took me to some area, and I see this big motherfucker sleeping, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to walk in there. I didn't have any ruins to really lose. I'm like, I'm going to walk in there. I'm going to hit him with the strongest shit I got. And I just want to see what happens. I walked in, I hit him. And I swear to fucking God, the meter didn't even move. The health bar didn't even move. And I'm just like, run. Like, get the fuck out of there. Go back, run. Do not stick around. That guy's going to kick your mouth in. Run away fast. So, yeah, like those games, like I said, the old school games back in the day, they didn't have that luxury of like asking a buddy where to go. The thing though is like, I also want to shout out you fucking kids who lied in school and said you beat things and said your uncle worked at Nintendo. Go straight to hell. That's why when you said like, oh, this kid said he beat Battletoads, I call bullshit immediately. I'm like,
it was a conspiracy, man. Like I said, everybody at school was super serious about that shit. I mean,
hats and all like, you fucking liar, you.
It was everybody. Nobody believed him. We were like, no way, because everybody had played Battletoads. Nobody had beat that game. I was like, what are you talking about?
Right.
But like I said, man, that's why we were just like, you know what? He was in the neighborhood. We was like, when we get off this bus, we are going to your house.
I wonder if that dude was sweating bullets, dog. I bet he was just like, hope I can do it in front of him.
He was super relaxed about it. And I guess in hindsight, I guess we should have known, like, okay, maybe he really did do it. But like I said, it's Battletoads. Nobody expected anybody to beat that game. You know, the fact that he did was crazy to me.
Right. The thing is shitty is like those kids who lied end up being adults who lie. And it's annoying because like I had a buddy who, I won't even say a buddy. I had a coworker who wasn't, that guy was kind of a clown. He worked at Best Buy with me. And I remember him saying how he got GTA 4 early and how he beat it early. And I'm like, bitch, I can look at your achievements right now and see you haven't touched this game. What are you talking about? And I quickly brought that up. I'm like, hey, bro, I don't even see achievements in here. And that was back in the day when you can see like, they like other people who had the game early did have achievements in the game.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
it's kind of hard to lie these days.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I mean, now the worst part is they'll be like, cool, record a VOD or record a clip and show me something, right? So now it's just like with achievements and like video evidence being easily done. And some games even have like, the worst is like cheaters and like games like Fortnite where there's theater mode. I'm like, I can literally see the whole game start to finish, everything that happens. So it's like, oh, I hit this crazy shot. Okay, let me go check your theater mode. Did you clip it? Oh, you didn't even clip it? Oh, I don't think it happened. You know what I mean? So
well, like
those things happen
like that. You're gonna have to have receipts for that shit. You can't.
Yeah, now you gotta have receipts for that. Yeah. So now it's just like I said, it's just like with now back in the day, you'd be like, Mom, get the camera, because that's like the closest thing you could do. Mom, get the camera. I'm about to do some shit. You know
I had to do some shit like that for God. There was some kind of campaign that was going on for, I think it was that Spot game for the, I think it was the 7-Up thing or whatever. It may have been Sprite. I can't remember. And I remember that there was something going on where I think if you beat the game with, I don't know if it was points or whatever the hell, if you send a screenshot to them, something happened. And like you said, I pretty much had to go get the house camera. Yep. Take a picture of that.
Yep. Develop
and
film.
Send it off. I can't remember what the hell I even got for that. It was some bullshit.
It's so weird. Like, yeah, imagine like get a Polaroid, put it in an envelope, get stamps. Now it's like I can send you a fucking tweet and get it to you now if I want, right? I can share anything instantly. Yeah, it's just crazy. So obviously you had mentioned, did you have any siblings or anything that played games with you either?
My sister did, but she probably played up until maybe Super Nintendo. She was cool with Mario. She enjoyed Kirby games and stuff, but it seems to be once we started moving up until like out of that's when she kind of dropped it. She kind of stuck with playing that, and she didn't move out of that. And after a while, she just moved on to just watching TV shows and being into all that kind of stuff, and games just weren't her thing anymore.
Right. Yeah, I think like because some siblings see their older sibling or their their big brother playing, so they want to be like, oh, I want to play with you. Give me a controller. We'll play 2 players, and then you'd give them the shitty controller that the one busted ass controller. You know what I mean? Like the third party bullshit, and then they'd play always the second player who was always lamer than the main protagonist. You know, so like. That's how you handle that shit. When I was young, my kids were younger, and they want to play games with me. Thank God for wireless controllers, because I just take the batteries out, or I just give them a dead one. I used to have a dead PS3 controller on purpose. I'd be like, "Here you go, that's yours." Dude. I'm playing. You sure are. You sure are. Or you give your brother or sister the controller that's not even plugged in. Just fucking, here you go. Have a good day. It's the best. It's the best. That's what you do.
My daughter never really asked to sit there. She would always just watch. So most of the time, I always had her like in my lap, especially when she was super young. I had her in my lap, and I would just be playing, and she would just be watching. I can't remember when she actually really wanted to start playing games or stuff, and I think that's when we got her. I can't remember which Pokemon it was. I think it was the Game Boy Advance, and we let her just go on that, and she kind of just got into it. But yeah, she never sit there and was just one of those kids that was just like, oh, can I play with you? It was just, she would just watch. So I'll just put her on the knee and we just play whatever was going on at the time. Of course, her mom would be like, I don't know how, if you should be having her watch you play. It's fine. It's fine.
They're
teach your kids to be responsible. It's all good. She knows it's not real.
See, exactly. That's the thing is like, if you just, that was one thing. Like there were certain games that, obviously certain games, I'm like, I don't want you playing Grand Theft Auto when you're 12.
Yeah.
I don't want you doing that. But like, there was a couple times where I was like, I remember my son's like, can I play Assassin's Creed? And I was like, the violent part of it, whatever, like he played Battlefield, he was playing shooting games and stuff, but something about sticking a knife up someone's face right here, I was like, maybe wait a little bit. Same thing with like Gears of War. He's like, can I play Gears? I'm like, no. Not with the
chainsaw, baby.
Yeah, the chainsaw and shooting somebody and they chunk into pieces. I'm like, no, we're not doing that yet. We're not doing that yet. But no, like I said, I mean, yeah, my kids were very much like, they just saw a controller in my hand and they were just like, I want that. And yeah, like I said, I would always have, like, if I was playing with my Xbox One stuff or my 360 stuff, I would just give them a controller without the battery pack and be like, here you go. And they would just have fun. Or that, again, the Sony one was the problem. I just let it die and I just never charged that one controller.
I'm about to say, you couldn't get around that one.
You couldn't get around it. So I just left one. I had one spare controller that was just dead all the time. And I was just like, here you go. And eventually they caught on and they were like, yo, this is bullshit. Right. But it is what it is. So you were playing. Now, did you ever have to fight your mom for the TV?
And up until I finally was able to kind of start affording my own console. So by time, and
it's like, not, you can't even veto that. It's like, I'm
what
mom.
am I going to say?
What are you going to do? Oh my God, that's crazy.
So if she happened to be busy where hopefully she had something she had to cook and, dad needed a big dinner that day or whatever, she would be occupied with that. I would think my time in then. Homework might not even be done, but fuck the homework. I can do that later.
Homework when she plays, when you don't have the opportunity to. Use your time wisely.
It was tough, man. It was those first few years. But once I sit and kind of got into high school, it became a bit easier because for the most part I was out with my friends, especially on Fridays and Saturday nights. But I would be coming home at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and mom was wide awake playing whatever she was playing. The earliest game I remember her doing that shit with was Super Mario. What was it? The one with the baby Mario.
Mario, that was Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's
Island. She played the shit out of that to the point where she would tell me about how she would be going to sleep and having dreams of playing the game or any part that she was stuck on. And I was
Holy
like,
shit.
well, you're definitely into the game then. But it never failed for weeks at a time. I'm coming home. She's got the light on. She's wide awake. And I'm just like, have you been playing that since I left? And I'll be leaving the house at like 1, 2 in the afternoon. Like,
right.
Good God.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but mom was hardcore. Like I said, man, up until the points where she ran away from the controller. She was on it. So finally, once I was able to start affording to get my own stuff, the PlayStation 1 I bought with my own money and everything like that, that's when finally I didn't have to sit there and fight for time because I bought this. I could do that.
My favorite thing was I would want to play, but we had like the one TV in the living room, like the main TV in the living room. And I'd want to play games. And my dad would be like, there's like a John Wayne marathon or some shit on AMC. And he's like, yo, get the fuck out of here, kid. He's like, I'm trying to watch John Wayne on Saturday, not watch you play whatever the fuck Sonic or whatever you're doing. So I remember with that, instead of me like getting my own console, he bought me my own TV to go in my room. Yeah. He bought me.
The best TV was always the one that they had, though.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
They gave you the little shitty TV
They gave me a TV that's like a 13-inch. Smack the side of the bitch to make it work. Like it was the worst. And again, but he got a deal on it from somewhere. I don't know where you got it from, Dad. But yeah, dude, like he gave me a TV and he's like, you can take all this in there now. And again, I was happy at first because I was like, I just want to play games. Like all the time.
You thought
right?
you were living large.
Exactly.
I know that feeling very well.
But yeah, I mean, seeing that on his TV and then seeing it on my TV, I was like, yo, the colors on this TV are all fucked.
I want to play it on the floor model. I want the floor model TV that you got.
I want the good one. No. He'd be like, nope. Saturdays, I got an AMC marathon of like old Westerns with Clint Eastwood and shit. I'm like, all right, Dad, have fun.
Yeah, it wasn't until about Nintendo 64 I got to finally start using the real TV in the living room. And God, that was talking about a difference because, yeah, man, it wasn't the same. Like I said, first when I got my TV in my room, I was like, yeah, thought I was living life. But then, like you said, it's just not the same because you guys got the nice, wooden paneled Zenith sitting on the floor.
Zenith, dog. Oh, my God. Man. Does Zenith do anything?
Too.
Is Zenith a thing anymore? Probably not.
I don't even know.
They might make Walkmans for. They might make Walkmans for Five Below. I don't fucking know what they do anymore. Zenith probably is like.
Back in the day, Zenith used to be the shit.
No, Zenith used to be like a high end product.
Dude, yeah, Zenith was official. You had a Zenith in the house, you was living up.
Yeah, man. Look at you in that next level tax bracket and shit with your Zenith.
I loved it, man. I loved it. Like I said, I couldn't wait to get on there. Once the Nintendo 64 rolled around, and they were just like, Dad was already, he got stationed somewhere. I can't remember. And Mom had started working at the post office. I was like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Plug it in, and that was living life on that big Zenith. Yeah,
great stuff. So then it's so funny. Your mom was like, because if your mom said so, you gotta listen. You can't it's not like your little brother or sister wanted to play, and you can kind of like.
Yeah, you can muscle them out the way.
Get out of here, kid. Go play with something else, little sister. Get out of here with that shit. But no, like mom says so, you're like,
yeah,
fuck,
you're stuck.
Guess I gotta move. Guess I gotta go in my room. So you had kind of mentioned though, you went from. You said in television at first? Is that what you said?
Yeah, television was the first one.
Yep. And then NES, Super NES. Yep. Did you ever, and so were you guys like a one console, like mom kind of was like, this is the console we're getting? Or did you guys ever have more than one console at the house?
She stuck with the Nintendo, and she also played when we got the Sega Genesis. She was cool with Sonic.
Right.
So we had Sega Genesis, and we played that. But I guess I always veered more toward the Nintendo side of things. My Sega Genesis, I had it, but it was mostly my Sonic machine, Madden, and when the NBA Live series came out. Because that's what me and my friends would play in the neighborhood, Madden and NBA Live.
Right.
So that was pretty much my Genesis days. I didn't get anything outside of the Sonic in the sports games. But Sonic was great, and like I said, Mom played those just as much as she played anything from the Nintendo. But she never really sat there and graduated past anything off of the Genesis. It was always Nintendo for her.
Right.
Once Sonic 3 was over with, she didn't want to play Sonic Adventure when I got the Dreamcast. I tried to talk her into it, and she was just like, "Yeah, nah, I don't really like the way it looks." I'm just
buttons on those controllers, man. She saw analog sticks. She's like, "What the fuck are those?"
Yeah.
Like,
and that's the thing. She hated that about Nintendo 64, where she was just kind of like, "What's all this extra stuff for?" And I was just like, "Don't worry about that. That's the camera buttons. And don't worry about it."
Dude, to be fair though, N64 controller was just fucking weird, man.
That was an odd choice.
Some games you hold this way, some you do this, some you do this, and you're like, why do I need an instruction manual on how to hold this fucking thing? There should be
the small yellow buttons are supposed to be for the camera, but in some games, they're actually buttons that actually do something.
Nintendo is so notorious for that shit. Like, they really are. They're like the C buttons, and you're like, are those? It's camera. Like,
yeah, it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. And then you get to games where there's no moving of a camera. So then you're like, do you just not use them? No, you got to fill those buttons with something else. So, and then they did the same shit on like with the GameCube controller, how what button's your main button? This big fucking A button right here in the middle. That's the main button that you use for everything. Little ass B button.
You weren't gonna admit that. And then they had the little X and Y's up there. And I had big hands. So I'm just like, this is gonna be some shit.
Right.
Trying to deal with this.
Right. Yeah, dude. It was just kind of a mess.
I love the GameCube, but that damn controller.
Nintendo was weird with controllers up until they just kind of was like, hey, everybody, just make a fucking controller like everybody else, please. Like, can we just do that? Just make a controller like everybody else. I like said,
that classic.
SNES controller was nice. 64 GameCube were just weird. Wii was just, you couldn't.
See, that's where I bowed out. After the GameCube, man, when the Wii came out, I was just kind of like, yeah, this is where I'll just go ahead and just start sticking with everybody else and let Nintendo go off and do their own thing. I mean, I had no choice but to get it because, of course, my daughter's mom and my daughter loved Wii Sports. they saw that did a demo or something in Toys R Us or some shit, and they came like, oh, I was just like, oh god. So of course I got that, and of course I got stuck into the Wii Sports thing, and it was fun. It was fine. As far as playing games on it, no, thank you. That didn't happen.
Yeah, I bought it mostly just for like Nintendo. I never played. If there was an option to play with that Pro controller, that's exactly how I played everything. I did not like. Same thing like my Switch. I mostly play my Switch docked. Like I don't travel, so like I'd rather play it on a big screen with a big, a normal controller and be cool. Like I don't, do the travel stuff too much. But yeah, like I said, like Nintendo 64, I remember seeing that controller for the first time and I'm just like, the hell is that? Like there's an analog stick, and also that analog stick after like I felt like 2 months got loosey goosey and just got weird.
It did. I don't know what it's just the way you had to hold the damn thing, and it just
certain games, like I said, it made sense, but it's like there's a D-pad over here that what do I do in this game? Oh, nothing with the D-pad. You just do this. So I'm like, you're wasting buttons here. It was odd.
The only games I think I felt really right with that Nintendo 64 controller was GoldenEye and Perfect Dark.
Right.
Those felt really, that just felt natural. I don't know what it was about that. GoldenEye, even when I first played a demo of that one, I think it was KB Toys, either KB Toys or Toys R Us. And that just felt right from the get-go. And I was like, okay. I said, this is actually pretty damn awesome. So at that point in time, I knew I had to get the Nintendo 64. But I didn't have any plans on actually getting it day one. So here's a funny story with that one. So at this point in time, I'm in college, and me and my boy Keith are contemplating going to psychology class. We skip psych all the time. We didn't need to really go to class, as he only cared about as long as you show up for the test, you're good. And that's what we did. Our professor was super relaxed like that. So we're actually debating about going to class. Like, well, I get a page, from the house, and I'm just like, oh, and for kids listening, this is beeper era.
A pager, for all those who don't know, a pager is basically a phone it's a phone that got text messages that you couldn't call back from or respond back from. It was a one-way call me, and that was it.
That's right. So I end up going to one of the phone booths inside the building, call mom. Hey, what's going on? Hey, I was watching a news thing about Nintendo 64, but you haven't said nothing about it. I'm like, yeah, I was probably just going to wait. I mean, only games that are out right now is like Super Mario 64, and I can't remember what else it was. Maybe
Wave Race. That was it. Yeah, that launch was sad. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm not really interested. And she was like, are you sure? So at that point in time, I was saying like, okay, are you interested in this, and you just want me to get it for you, or you're actually interested? So I was like, okay, cool. But here's the thing, Ma. It's launch day, and it's 1 in the afternoon. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be anything left in town.
Right.
Well, I'm just saying, if you want to get it, just, you guys can go ahead and try to find it. So I get off the phone. I look at Keith, and I'm like, yo, man. I said, see, you want to sit there and try to sit there and do a hunt for the Nintendo 64? He was like, well, fuck it. We're not going to class anyway.
Might as well.
We hop in the car. Mitch, we went to Babbage's, Uncle Land, KB Toys. I think we went to Walmart. There was 2 Walmarts in town at the time. Toys R Us, and there's somebody I'm forgetting. It was all out.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Let's go to the Walmart desk on the other side of the mall. So we go out there. We walk up. God forgive me. This guy, he's like, hey, man. I said, you guys got any Nintendo 64s in? Oh, are you the guy I just got off the phone with? I just side-eye Keith, and I'm like, yes.
That is awesome. 100% I am. Yes.
And the guy, he no questions asked. He just like, man, he said, it was getting hard to sit there and hold on to this for you. Hold on real quick. So he's going back in the back, and I'm looking at Keith, and I said, oh my God.
They better not ask for a fucking name.
Yeah. And he's like, don't worry about it, man. Just play it cool.
Yeah, play it
so
cool.
He came back out, and he was just like, here you go, man. This ain't blah, blah, whatever. So went ahead and paid for it. I don't know what we got. Man, got an extra controller, some other shit, or whatever stuff. Right. We bounced. Man, we got out that Walmart parking lot, and we was rolling. Like, somebody is going to be pissed when they get there.
You started a villain arc right there. Somebody's looking for you, and they want to know your name. Like, I can't wait until I interview some random other person. They're going to go, this motherfucker.
He got my damn Nintendo.
I called, and somebody stole my N64 from a Walmart, and I'm gonna play it cool for you though. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's crazy.
Man, we was rolling at the fact of like, how are you going to have somebody call on the phone? You're going to hold the Nintendo for them
and not have a
not
name.
Get their name.
Not get their name.
You didn't get their name, or you got the name and you didn't bother asking. Because I was like, this is launch day you're talking about. Gamers are going to be all over the place.
Oh yeah.
You can't ask them. Oh, am I the guy that you just got on the phone with? Yeah, 99% of the time somebody's going to say yes.
Yeah.
So what?
I mean, that's on him. That's on him for being stupid as well. I'm just saying, like, if he was, it was a little smarter. It works out for you, 100%.
Yeah, I played the hell out of Super Mario 64, so that was fine.
It's crazy because like that N64 launch sucked, but one of the 2 games that came out was one of the best games ever made. So it's like it's such a weird like. I gave you no games, but I did give you one of the best games ever. Like, shut the fuck up.
What they were doing.
Give us a fucking year and we'll get some more shit. Just keep playing this and shut up. Like, it's basically
typical Nintendo style. They're like, just give them one game. It'll sit there and do them just fine. And then we got the promise of what's to come. And you're right.
That's so weird because now that I'm thinking about it, that literally worked except for the Wii U. That worked.
Well, yeah.
We had Wii Sports, but then it also had Twilight Princess, right? And then Wii U had nothing because that console fucking trash. I'm sorry, it was bad. It was like a half step.
I don't think you're gonna find any defenders of Wii U. If so,
yo, man, the Nintendo Drive people will fucking blow me up in some shit, dude. I'm just saying it's fucking like that. But then, like, but then Switch had Breath of the Wild, Breath of the Wild. Like,
yeah, Breath of the Wild. Yeah,
come on, dude.
We saw how big that was. Yeah,
I'm just saying there was a stat at one point in time. It's like 1 out of every like either half or every third Switch sold bought that game because it's like, what else are you gonna buy? But then like a month later, they came out with the Mario Kart that was awesome on Wii U, and I was just like, yeah, that makes sense. All the games that were on Wii U that were great, they just made the deluxe version and resold that shit for 60, like, and everyone fucking bought it again. Yeah. So again, like I was like, oh, that was a cool test console phase where you just made good games and you made it on a console that kind of sucked ass, and then you just put it on this console that's actually great. So good job, Nintendo. Yeah, you mentioned like you kind of mentioned how you were like Nintendo and your mom was kind of like Nintendo. I was such a traitor. I went from like NES and then I was like Genesis because cool kids play Genesis. Fucking Sega marketing, y'all fucking suck.
Sega marketing was great.
No, Sega does what Nintendo, and I'm like,
that ad campaign was fucking classic.
Shitting on Nintendo. Sonic was fast and cool, and Mario sucked.
Yep. Mario sucked. Yep.
It's just and I'm fucking stupid kid. I'm like, Sega Genesis, yeah. And then I went straight from Genesis straight to PlayStation. I didn't fucking care. I'm like, because again, all I had to do was see flashy shit blowing up in Twisted Metal, and I was like, that's it. And then I went from that straight to fucking Xbox because I had no brand loyalty at all up until like when I got an Xbox, I got everything else, and then I've just been playing everything since then. But like, I had zero brand loyalty. I didn't give a shit. I was just like,
but you know, that's the thing with the. You get older and you start to sit there and find the brand that works for you. Like even with Xbox for me, it was Knights of the Old Republic that made me go out and get an Xbox.
Right.
I still remember shit that day. I think I had bought a copy of EGM at the store. I didn't know what was in it that particular issue. I remember the cover story, and I thought, well, let me grab this while I'm here. So I grabbed it. I'm going through all the reviews and stuff, and Knights of the Republic had great reviews. And I was like, shit, man. I said, this game looks really good. It sounds fucking great.
Right.
And have an Xbox at that time, and I was just like,
here we go.
I'm pretty sure there'll be something else that comes out for it that I want. So
exactly.
I went ahead and bought it. And, you know, that was the thing. I bought Psychonauts on it. It was Jade Empire, Knights of the Old Republic 2, and something else I'm forgetting from that original Xbox. For some odd reason, I never got into Halo like that. Some of my other friends were, but I've always had a thing where outside of the original Modern Warfare trilogy, regular first-person shooters have never really done it for me like that. But I enjoyed the Xbox. The 360, I played the shit out of that. 60 was a great console, man.
I was gonna say, arguably, like, it sounds great, but like 360 literally is like up there for like best consoles ever made. just the library of games that it had, the amount, like just so much shit, dude, and like so many memories.
I know PlayStation fans hate to hear it. But they have no choice but to deal with the fact that if it had not been for the 360, I don't know what the landscape would be like.
Right.
Because it was because of the 360 that the PS3 had to sit there and adapt and had to pivot off the original strategy. They had no choice.
You'll get a second job to afford a PS3. Go
man,
fuck
when you
yourself.
Kutaragi, that dude was wild. And then when you come out saying some shit like that, that's some shit you think to yourself. You don't say that shit out loud. And he said it. And you see, you laughing, bitch, because you know it's true.
That's some shit you internalize in here. Yeah, oh, don't worry. You say that in those board meetings behind closed doors.
Yeah.
These morons will get another job. Don't worry about it.
Kutaragi's out there like, fuck it, I'm going to say it in the board meeting and out there in the public for them to hear. And I'm just like, what the hell, man?
Like,
and
oh my God. Yeah.
He was a wild dude. The best thing that PlayStation did was kind of, let's go ahead and just get you out the door here before PS4 starts.
That was Xbox and Don Matrick. That was him. You know what it is, though? It's the third console curse. The PlayStation 1, great success. PlayStation 2, fucking ridiculous success.
Yeah.
You had that ego. And then PS3 comes out and you just shit the bed. You go too fast, you go too hard. Xbox One, good. Xbox 360, holy shit, really good. Xbox One, what the fuck happened? Like y'all's momentum just tanked. The only thing that's weird is like it doesn't apply to Nintendo until you go from it's like hit and like Wii. I just think it's like if you put out a console that's your best selling console ever, you're bound to fuck it up. Because like Super Nintendo was good, 64 was good, GameCube was good. Wii blew up. Everybody and their mother bought a Wii, and they had that ego. They're like, "Here's a Wii U," and everyone's like, "The fuck is that?" Like, I think it's like
do too much.
It's like if you get to your console where you're so high and mighty, that next console you're just a bit out of touch, and you just shit the bed. And like, I remember when Xbox One's conference, Don Matrick said the same fucking thing. He's like. That was back when they were talking like the online, because also they didn't have their shit together with their messaging. So like the online only thing was like, some people were saying yeah, some people were saying no. Like it wasn't
clear.
That was
all over the damn place.
And he said, if you want a console that's has available for offline, we have it. It's called an Xbox 360. I'm like, you stupid motherfucker. Yeah. You're trying to sell new consoles.
To the class that Kutaragi was in.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like he went into that like. Whatever, if you want an offline console, go buy a 360. Like, homie, you're trying to sell the new product and you're telling them to fuck off and buy the old one. I was like, yo. I just think it's that console that comes out, you get too high and mighty and then you tend to kind of fuck it up. But
yeah, you can sit there and kind of get into a place where you want to do too much. It's like with the PS3, they wanted the cell processor to be in refrigerators and fucking toasters and all kinds of shit like that. It's like, come on, man. I don't need all that shit. Just give me the game. You want to have the cell processor do all that extra development, make a damn separate one. I don't need my PS3 to fucking launch missiles. I don't need that.
Exactly. Well, also too,
like you said,
ego. That ego
gets out of control. And then Xbox One, they're like, you know what? Let's make it be a TV and a game console. I have a TV service. I don't need my Xbox to do that.
I'm not gonna lie. So I was all Xbox still because my friends. We all play Modern Warfare and Gears and all this on Xbox. So I was like, I'm not losing that. And also I trusted Xbox Live more than I did PlayStation Network at the time because PlayStation Network sucked. Xbox Live was better. And yes, you had to pay for it, but there was a fucking reason because it was good.
It was so simple, man.
They
made it so simple.
Just good. It worked and it was awesome and it didn't crash for a month.
Wow. Damn it, bitch.
Just want to say that. Just want to throw that out there. We paid for Xbox Live for a fucking reason. And like, so like, I just wanted to stick with Xbox and I tried the TV stuff and I was like, I kind of fed in the Kool-Aid. I was like, I can watch football here. But the problem was football was like a postage stamp in the top right corner. And then I had my game here. And I was like, this could be cool, but in the working theory of it, it wasn't that great. The other thing that sucks is like, in that regard, Xbox got too ahead of their time with like the always online thing and like the idea of like, we can make games cheaper, we can do this, we can control the market. They just were a little early. If that shit came out now, maybe people wouldn't be as pissed off. Because internet's so
blink about it now, because like you said, there's so many games that are like that now. Like you said, I guess it was just one of those things where they were ahead of the curve. And like you said, it didn't help with the messaging. you can't sit there and message things like that where if people have questions, we need to make sure that you have the correct answers. Don't sit and just tell us, well, if you want to sit there and don't want to deal with this, then go get the old box. Fuck, I'm trying to give you money for the new one.
But also, you can't have like one executive say one thing in an interview, and then that same fucking day, a different executive says, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was like, that's what literally ruined it. If they had just said, here's why it's like this, here's our vision, it might have been gone. It might have gone off better. And then Sony just comes out at that E3 and just beats up poor wounded dumb Xbox.
Jack went ham. I was just like,
here's how you share games on your PlayStation.
Yeah, Shu Yoshida and the other guy.
I was like, homie,
that was great. I was like, God, they just opening the wall on them,
beating up a poor dog that just got wounded. It's just so bad, but. I mean, like I said, though, that marketing back in the day was a similar thing, though, too, man. Like, Sega was fucking wild with that shit. Putting up ads that were just like, yo, Nintendo fucking sucks. We don't. And it's like...
And Sega kind of fucked themselves also, too, after the Genesis era. They never really were able to get on their feet. I enjoyed the Dreamcast.
Right.
But it's like, they just dropped the ball. It started with the Saturn, and it just... Sega just, golly.
I was gonna say, we laugh because everybody says Genesis and then they say Dreamcast. I'm like, do y'all not remember they had Sega CD, they had 32X, they had Saturn, and no one gives a single fuck about those consoles.
We're not gonna talk about Sewer Sharks. We're not gonna talk about any of the Night Trap, no.
Dude, I promise you, Night Trap was like the only reason why I wanted a Sega CD. That was it. And I remember my brother-in-law, Nick, he used to own a video game store. And then he kind of got out of that business and he actually started working for a video game store, but he was a collector. So he had a ton of shit at his house. And I remember like, I got a job at a video game store because of him. And that's what got me back into video games. And I remember going to his house and it was like me being fucking 9 years old again at like an EB Games where I would look on the shelves and there's like every game I can imagine. I'm like, holy fuck, you have like so much stuff. And one of the things he had was Night Trap. And I was just like, can I play this? And he's like, this is the one Sega CD game everybody gives a fuck about, huh? He was just like, he's like, nobody gives a fuck about Sonic CD, which was amazing. No one gives a shit about that game, huh? Everybody gives a fuck about this stupid ass Night Trap game. He was like mad. He's like, yeah, you can play it. And he hooked up his shit. He's like, here. And it's so dumb and such a bad game. But again, at the time, that was the game like, ooh, it's taboo. Your parents don't want you to play this.
See, my neighbor had a Sega CD, but his parents wouldn't let him have Night Trap. So we played Sewer Sharks on it.
Right.
And at that time, I was just like, I'm not really seeing the big deal because Sewer Sharks to me wasn't that great. So I was just like,
yeah,
not gonna worry about asking for this for Christmas.
Exactly. No. CD and 32X were weird. They were just, and it's like you add it on. It's like, it's literally like a graphics card upgrade to your fucking original shit. It was just odd. Yeah. Real weird.
I'm not sure what happened with Sega, man. It's a shame, really. I mean, like I said, Dreamcast was good, but you could just kind of tell the whole vibe of just like Sega was on their way out with that. I mean,
oh, for sure.
Hey, they pivoted and found a new lane for themselves, so Sega's doing straight now. But golly, man, at that point in time, if you had told me that Sega was going to be just third party and making games for everybody, I wouldn't have thought it. But yeah, God,
the wildest pie in the sky dream that I have. And I know people will hate me for this. I wish that's how Nintendo was.
Oh, Mitch, you're
on
dangerous ground.
So last week, somebody asked a question on the Xbox Drive, and they said, "What's like one game from like Nintendo you want on PlayStation? What's one game you want from PlayStation on Nintendo?" Type of deal. And they were like, "What's one game from Nintendo you want on PlayStation?" I'm like, Mario Kart. Why? Because Mario Kart in 4K 120. Would look insane, and it'd have a good online platform that doesn't run on fucking potatoes, right?
Yeah,
so like
Mario Kart's fun as shit. So like you said, you had a good online on that,
and you bump up the detail and the graphics even better than it already looks now. Amazing. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, if Mario Kart went multi-platform and just had everything dialed, imagine it on a 4090 running just big ultra wide. And I just sat there and I go, if Nintendo just went multi-platform, they could take Mario Kart, which has already sold like 30 million copies, and sell fucking 100 million copy.
Gangbusters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like, and I mean, people are like, that's black. No, shut up. Tell me Tears of the Kingdom wouldn't have run. Tears of the Kingdom is the reason I didn't like the game is because it ran like shit. It did not run well. I'm surprised it ran as well as it did on that thing. But nah.
They joked me. My PlayStation Drive, they joked me about me calling the Switch the potato, but I mean, come on. That thing, I am just surprised that thing is still able to push out games.
I'm happy that it's a thing. I'm happy people enjoy it. I'm happy I get to play my Nintendo games on it. But I am like sad because I have a machine here that's next to it that will run 4 times better. And I'm just like, if I could experience, if I was able to play Tears of the Kingdom on like a comparable, like a Xbox, PS5 or a PC, and just have it run way smoother, way better draw distances. Like imagine the gameplay of that game into something that's just graphically and like compute power wise capable of running it better. And that's why every time I get a Nintendo game, unless Mario games run fine, I've never ran into a situation where a Mario game runs like shit, right? But I'm just like Zelda and these big games that they're starting to do. I'm like, just imagine a game that's like Smash that actually plays on good online. Like, we can dream. I
don't know why Nintendo has not pivoted into PC a little bit. It seems to be everybody's. Xbox was already kind of doing it. Sony is finally starting to see that there's money there, so they're starting to do it. But it's like Nintendo's like, "No, you're going to buy a console. Yeah, we're not putting anything out on PC."
I think it's strange because software makes the most money. Hardware doesn't. Like everybody's got a fucking computer. Put Mario Galaxy or something. Do a test game. Do an old test game, put it on Steam, and just see what happens. And then you're going to see stupid money come in.
There's no way in hell that a Nintendo title, like you said, Mario Galaxy, whether it's that, Smash Brothers, or a Zelda title, you put that on PC, there's no way in hell that's not going to sell.
It would be the highest played Steam game instantly. It would be so vastly played by so many people. And I'm just like, but again, Nintendo will be Nintendo, but you know, back in the day, we had
so much money. That's the problem. They get so much money from the Switch sales, man, and they just don't care. They're just like,
it's true.
That's okay.
That's all right.
We know everybody's going to buy a Nintendo if they really want to play our games, and that's the way they roll. And it works for them. I mean, I guess I can't hate on them when the shit works.
It's weird because it's thinking of like, there's a $200 barrier to entry that some people won't do, and they would buy every game if that $200 entry wasn't there to go buy the Switch. They would go spend. They'd buy every Nintendo game available. But they don't want to spend $200 on hardware that sucks.
Yeah, when people sit there and have 3 and 4 Switches at the house, that's one thing that kills me.
I have 3. There's 3 in the house.
That is wild to me. I'm like, what are you doing with that many Switches? Like, what in the world?
It sucks, man. But yeah, when you got kids, especially when they start getting older and playing Switch, I'm like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. And also, by the way, thanks Nintendo for your digital. Your digital sucks too. Like, I'm scared your store's gonna. I mean, all right, I'll stop talking shit about Nintendo. So yeah, 64. Did you ever have PlayStation growing up? I mean,
I had
nobody had a fucking Saturn. I don't bother asking.
No,
nobody had a fucking Saturn.
Saturn got a pass for me. I didn't bother with that one.
Everyone literally was like, you were 64 or PlayStation. You weren't Jaguar. You weren't Saturn. And if you were, something was really fucking wrong with you. Like, you just didn't. Yeah. Nah.
No, Saturn never enticed me. There was nothing ever there for me to want to even ask for that.
Right.
But yeah, of course, PlayStation 1 was in the house, and that's, like I said, that's about the time where I was just kind of like, damn, man, the graphics. Even Ridge Racer, I was just like, I played the shit out of that.
Right.
And you go back and you look at it, you like, Ridge Racer was pretty bare bones, and it wasn't that great.
Right.
But at that time, it was a really great game in my mind. It was Final Fantasy VII that just changed everything at that point in time. The media campaign for that was ridiculous. It didn't matter what you were watching on TV, showing a damn commercial for Final Fantasy VII, and you're like, this game looks fucking fantastic. And I think that's the game that really like sold me on RPGs and like turned me into an RPG guy. That whole marketing campaign was fantastic. And once you got the game, that game was so damn great.
That was definitely because like I didn't have Super Nintendo and Sega wasn't known for great RPGs, right? So like if you had a Super Nintendo though, you had
you were straight. The Super Mario RPG was like the big one. But like
Super Mario RPG, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy, Secret of Mana. Like there's so much shit on SNES that's insane that Sega Sega was, like you said, like you played Madden and NBA. I played Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam. That was my shit, right? And also, Mortal Kombat on Genesis was infinitely better than Super Nintendo. Infinitely better. Had blood. Had very violent gore. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot that was like, Sega was cool, but like the RPGs weren't there. And then you're right. Same thing. When PlayStation happened, Final Fantasy VII, I bought it and I was like, this is different. This is just, it was just, I like the whole turn-based combat thing I wasn't used to. If I was playing an action game, it was all real time. I'm like, the fuck is this turn-based stuff? And then, yeah, like it definitely clicked like a new genre that I was like, oh, this is cool. But you're right. The media campaign was for it. Like,
yeah, man. There's certain games everywhere that you could always see where they kind of lean into like, okay, this is going to be the thing of that changes the genre. That's the way I felt about the E3 demo for Modern Warfare. That game was the instant I'm going to buy that on day one. When they showed that E3 demo, jeez, man, I was just like, good God. To this date, there's no game that I played more fucking multiplayer on than the first Modern Warfare. Me and my friends played the shit out of that. It was ridiculous. And I loved it. The campaign was good, but God, man, it was just something about that damn multiplayer that was just, God, that was so good.
It was like, for me, my thing too, though, is like, I didn't have N64 until late in its life cycle, but the whole GoldenEye Perfect Dark thing, never touched them, never messed with them. And again, so here's the thing that sucks is like people say that, but then I try to go back and play Perfect Dark and I'm like, ooh, that nostalgia glasses, they hit those people hard. That's why
I try not to play too many older games unless I completely missed a game back in the day and I can sit there and kind of try to pull myself and like, okay, take myself back to that era and play the game and enjoy it. But if I play a game completed, I don't go back to those because I want to keep the nostalgia glasses on. And I think that's the debate that we were having where Nintendo Drive, a lot of them were like, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door's not that great. And I'm like, it was when it came out proper in 2004. But,
well, like the other thing I felt too is like Nintendo and Super Nintendo, that sprite-based art always looks good, right? It looks good now, even if you make brand new games that have that art style.
Chrono Trigger still looks fucking
great.
Fantastic.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Those early 3D graphics are where we start going like, ugh. Just because of how very straight angled everything. Yes, very, very polygony. Lara Croft. Yep. You know the worst is like the one game where like I was like, holy shit, look at these graphics, and then I went back and looked at it. Was like No Mercy, like WWF No Mercy.
Yeah,
those wrestling games are chef's kiss. So holy shit, the Rock
Aki wrestling games were the shit.
I'm like, this is the coolest fucking game ever. And then you're like, you look back on it and you're like, he has his eyebrow up the whole time. It doesn't go down because his face picture is with. I'm like, that's funny. That's weird. That's weird.
But like you said, back in the day, it was the shit.
But yeah, so those nostalgia, the gameplay of that is still top notch. It's still fucking great. But it's just like the graphics are the part that are just jarring. They're like, ugh. I mean, I won't even say like, I think it's just really PS1 because PS2 games still look okay. They're better.
It depends on what kind of game it is.
For sure. PS3 and 360 games look totally fine. Like none of those I've ever gone back to and be like, what's this?
Yeah, once you start getting to the HD era, then it's like, it doesn't matter if it's early PS3 or
even if it's 720, even if it's, it still looks fine. But that's the problem is like going back on some of those like PS1 games, but like my first person experience was like Halo. Like Halo was fucking God tier, dude. Halo is amazing. Yeah. And again, so like
everybody tells me that.
But again, here's the thing. Like I think Halo 1, I'm not gonna say it's a product of its time because Halo 1 as a game, if you go play the Halo 1 like Master Chief Collection, or if you go play the remaster of Halo 1, it looks fucking gorgeous. They did a great job with it. But the gameplay and the story of it still holds up. And I think that's the difference is like back then, PS1 games and all that stuff, the story started getting so next level, like Final Fantasy VII's story, even though the game might not be there visually, the gameplay and the story are like, holy fuck. Another example, in my opinion, is Metal Gear. Metal Gear Solid on PS1.
I enjoyed that first Metal Gear. That first Metal Gear was fucking great.
Gameplay was fucking incredible. The story
started like
was
a fucking movie.
Yeah, it was a spy movie. It was fucking awesome. But then graphically, you go back and look at it, and you're like, whoa, whoa. When you go back and think of it, you know what's crazy is your brain fucks with you because your brain thinks it was amazing because at that time, that snapshot, it was amazing.
It was amazing. Yeah.
But it ain't now. Like, you go back and look, and like the worst part is like my fucked up part was any games that had remakes fuck me up because, like, example, Resident Evil 1. I think of Resident Evil 1 because I played on PlayStation and I liked it. I Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 were fucking awesome. Played the hell out of them. But when I think of Resident Evil 1, I think of the Resident Evil 1 remake on GameCube and how that looked. That is not how the PlayStation 1 version looked. It looked so fucking bad. And I go back and I played that old one and I'm like, ooh, like I can't do this. Like visually, it sucks when a game's visuals are like so jarring that it like takes away from the experience of like the gameplay and the story of it. Because again, Metal Gear 1, I get they remade Metal Gear 3, that's coming out here soon. If they did a super HD version of 1 though, like,
I think that's why I enjoy the Twin Snakes so much. I know a lot of people feel that, Twin Snakes, like, oh, well, the OG version. But Twin Snakes did a lot of things that kind of made it where you can still play it now.
Right.
Like
if you go back and play Twin Snakes, you could do that. Yeah.
Twin Snakes still look good.
It's doable. Right. But like, that's the thing that sucks is like those games back then, just like some of them are too jarring to where it's like, to me personally, at least, some people, they can go back and their brain just clicks in nostalgia and they're like, this is still amazing. And some people are like, well, the other thing too, though, is like things just like quality of life shit, like cameras back in the day sucked. Like, unfortunately, one of my favorite franchises is Kingdom Hearts. I get made fun of every day because Kingdom Hearts doesn't make sense story-wise. I know. I watched...
Those first 2 Kingdom Hearts was the shit, though.
They were the shit. Here's the problem. They were the shit, and they're awesome. And I love that franchise, but that first game's camera is so fucking bad. And it's like they were still figuring out cameras in 3D games then. Eventually, we got to the point where it's good now. And even some games, by the way, are still weird. Honestly, Elden Ring. If I back up too far and it like gets against a wall, then the camera gets all fucking all
Don't
weird
be in
sometimes.
A boss battle and you get yourself into a bad spot because that shit can go wild.
Yeah,
quick.
exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like some of those
Colossus
games
is another one. I couldn't. Shadow of the Colossus, that first one on PS2, I could not get into. That damn camera would fucking go crazy.
Yeah.
That's the way I never finished the game because of that shit. Damn. It just got to the point where the damn camera was like a damn Colossus.
It was a boss on its own. Yeah. It was, I gotta fight this fucking camera just moving around in this game. Yeah.
I got so sick of it. I think I got to like the 4th. I think maybe like the 4th or 5th Colossus, and I was just like, I can't do this shit anymore because that camera would just go completely ham. And I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah. I didn't realize how bad Kingdom Hearts 1's camera was until I played 1.5. When it came out on PS3, like when 1.5 and 2.5 came out, I was like, and I was hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm like, I'm gonna go play 1 and 2 again. Like, we're gonna do this. And even like the remake visually looked fine. Like it looked cleaned up and good, but like they didn't do any quality of life shit to the camera. They didn't change the actual gameplay of it. Didn't get touched. It just visually looked better. And I'm just like, ugh, this camera is bad, man. Like it just sucked. And I was like,
games came too far, man. Games came too far for you to go back and
that's I mean, like I said, certain games, especially if there's no camera involved and like depending on the art style, they can still be fun, but yeah, sometimes it's bad, man. But you played Final Fantasy. So you said you got into RPGs from Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
So then were you just so into your PlayStation, you just like played all the RPGs that came to that?
It got to the point where I was spending a lot more time on that. I still spent time with my other consoles, but the PlayStation at that point in time, it was Xenogears, it was all the RPGs that was just coming to it because at that point it's like PlayStation was just getting all of that. And Final Fantasy 7 was feeding. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7 turned me into an RPG guy, like hardcore. So that's where I was spending all my time with. And like I said, it didn't make it hard to go to the PS2 once, GameCube was kind of, it was there, but it was like, you could tell it was kind of on its way out a little bit. And I just fully dove into the PS2 once the Wii was announced. And I was just like, yeah, let me just get into the PlayStation 2. And at that point, I think that is where I fully started to become a Sony guy.
Right.
Like I said, I enjoyed the shit out of my 360, but at that point, I don't know, man. It was just something about it. once that came around. It just PS3. That was another one. But once again, I found myself actually playing a little bit more on my 360 than my PS3.
Right.
I had the exclusives on there.
Right.
But my 360, I pretty much had most of my third-party stuff on there. And like I said, Modern Warfare had me locked in. And when Mass Effect dropped, it was over. That was getting all my time. Like I said, 360 was my main console almost for the most part.
It sucks that obviously RPGs, right? PlayStation was you could have everything. But then it's funny because like original Xbox, like you mentioned pretty much all of the good RPGs that were on that thing.
Yeah,
like,
Jade Empire,
Knights of the Republic, Fables on there. Like they had their own games that were like, oh damn, this also has RPGs. And then they also had like Morrowind before, like Elder Scrolls wasn't even a thing on fucking PlayStation. Like Morrowind was on there. It was weird because like Xbox, even though it wasn't big in Japan at all, it had these RPGs that were more American made, more Western companies, and like they had some fucking bangers on there too, which is wild.
BioWare was king on Xbox.
Oh man. Yeah.
And I had heard of BioWare before, but I remember the very first time I got our very first PC was a Micron PC, and that came with Baldur's Gate. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing playing that game.
Right.
So that game kicked my ass, but I knew about BioWare, and I knew how much people sit there and loved the Baldur's Gate series. But yeah, when they showed Knights of the Old Republic, man, I was just like, well, I gotta play that. And from that point forward, I was a BioWare guy, and I still am. Anthem aside, I still am a BioWare dude. But let's not talk about Anthem. You mean
that coaster that turned into a $5 coaster?
Let's pretend that doesn't exist.
Believe me, there's some games I wish didn't exist as well. Believe me. Yeah. It's like it happens though. I mean, sometimes. I mean, the worst is like, some games come out and you're just like, the fuck is this? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But like I said, Xbox had solid RPGs, and then like 360 had some Mass Effect, and like started getting some really good ones and stuff there.
They had Lost Odyssey. Lost Odyssey was
Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon. Obviously like Skyrim, which did come to everything else, but like again, that was back when like when you looked at comparisons of games and how they ran, it's like it ran better on 360 because also PS3 was fucking impossible to develop before. It pissed off like everybody trying to develop for it. So like 360 was king, and then like Xbox One is like, or now Series or whatever, they're trying, but it's always PlayStation. PlayStation's still getting those JRPGs first. I appreciate Microsoft at least like throwing a fucking Brinks truck at Sega to just like, can you please just put everything on Game Pass, please?
And Sega's cool. They're just like, you know what? Hey, you want to toss money? Here you go.
Like when the Persona games came out.
Gonna buy it. Yeah. PlayStation, they're still going to buy the PlayStation games. It isn't like people are going to be like, oh, fuck them because they're, taking money from Microsoft. Sega knows what they're doing. They're like, okay, cool. Here you go. Show you some love. Because like you said, a lot of the Japanese companies are just like, you guys aren't moving enough units here, so we're all right. But kind of like, but Sega, they're like, nah, there you go. And I'm pretty sure they're doing good for it. I mean, there's plenty of Xbox guys I know that love Persona series, so working out.
It's so weird because, like I said too, as an Xbox guy, like I love Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts was never on Xbox. And then all of a sudden, they announced Kingdom Hearts 3. I want to point this out. Here's how pissed off I was. I bought a fucking PS3 for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh.
And the fucking game never came out for the console because the game was in development for like 10 fucking years. So I bought a PlayStation 3, and I'm like, you know what? Because I was so into Xbox at the time. And I'm not upset at the end of the day. I wasn't upset that I bought a PS3 because I got to play Last of Us. I got to play like Uncharted. I got to play Little Big Planet. There are games that I played on PlayStation that I'm happy I had it for, but the one fucking game I wanted on it never even came to it. And then they had the 1.5, 2.5s come out, and I was like, I guess I'll play these for it. And then again, eventually Microsoft was like, please put Kingdom Hearts on our shit, and now you can have everything on Xbox. I'm happy that Kingdom Hearts finally was like, you can play it on Steam now. It just came out for Steam recently. Like, now it's fucking everywhere, and thank God it is. But like, yeah, I was kind of pissed off when I bought a whole console for a game that never even came out for it.
I think that really hurt the series, man, because, I mean, you had all the side story shits, and I'm just like, man, I just want the main stuff so we can keep that main line campaign thing going. I want to know what the hell happens, and by the time it finally dropped and I played it, and I was just like, this is not what I wanted.
The only thing that bummed me out about 3 is I did like the visuals of 3. I thought looked great at the time.
Yeah, it looked great.
visually looked great. I just was bummed because I felt like all of the worlds that they were doing were all catering to your typical Disney fan. Like, fucking Kingdom Hearts 2 had Steamboat Willie. It had Tron. When Tron didn't have a fucking sequel in sight, it was just its own thing. It had Tron. It had Pirates of the Caribbean. It had Nightmare Before Christmas. It had
more imagination.
It had like so many worlds that weren't just Frozen and Toy Story. And I'm like, okay, that was the only thing that bummed me out. And like Tangled, like all three I felt like was like, what are the most popular Disney franchises that have happened in the last 10 years? Let's make those worlds. And I'm just like,
and they followed the movie so closely, and I'm just like, shit, man.
It basically was just
put the movie in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Is what they did. Yeah. Remember, like Lion King, you played as a lion. Like that was fucking awesome. Like there was so much more creativity.
Transforming into the actual characters was good shit. Yeah. Man.
Sora as a mermaid was fucking weird, though. I'm gonna say that was really fucking strange.
Everybody hates that world.
That was such a weird. Because you went from not swimming ever to figuring it out. Like, okay, I guess we'll do this.
Let's have the weird rhythm section. We'll knock that out.
Yeah. It's just a weird, but like I felt like 3 was just catering towards. See, like when they bought Star Wars, I was like, and Marvel, I was like, fuck it, go ham, go nuts, just fucking put all of them in there. Do it. You have the IPs. You could say yes if you want, but like I played 3 and I did play 3 and I did beat 3, and I'm just like, I just felt the worlds. I was like, fuck, man. They catered to literally like Frozen. It was just like a fucking movie that was just came out like a year or two before the goddamn game came out, and I felt like everybody at Disney was like, put Anna and Elsa in fucking everything, and they were just like, I guess we'll put them in this game. And again, visually, like Toy Story's world looked cool. I wasn't upset with Toy Story being there, but like Monsters Inc. was in it. It was just weird, man. I was like, I wanted that like random old shit that like when Steamboat Willie was in 2 and like how it went old school drawing and how I was like, this is so fucking great. Cool. Tron looked cool. They had the light cycle level. I'm like, dude, this is awesome.
They dropped the ball. I don't know. It's like you said, they had so many other licenses under the Disney umbrella that they could have brought into it, man. It's just, I don't know what happened there. I don't know. Because like you, I played it, I beat it, but when I beat it, I was just like, I can't believe I waited for this shit. And then they don't even close out the story. It's just what's in the case? Like, okay, what's in the box?
Yeah, exactly. The worst thing in the world is I felt so dumb. I watched a like 4-hour YouTube video on the Kingdom Hearts story, and even afterwards, I'm like, I'm not sure I understand this. Like, do I need to rewatch another person's 4-hour video or something? Like, I don't fucking understand what's happening.
Before that damn game came out, I hopped on YouTube and I watched about 3 different like complete compilations of everybody's thoughts and theories on all these things. Mm-hmm. And like you said, after watching that, I still was just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but hopefully 3 will explain a little bit. And they're like, nah.
Not really, right? They didn't really explain shit. I'm like, okay. But again, like all I can do is I'm like, I'll play 4 when my youngest daughter graduates high school or some shit. I don't know when the fuck that game's coming out. They haven't even mentioned.
I don't know how I'm going to handle 4.
They haven't like,
play it or not.
There's not even like a thought of it happening, because I love how the guy who directs it all of a sudden found out he was directing the Final Fantasy VII remake. When they announced he was directing it, he's like, I didn't sign a fucking contract yet. What are you talking about? I'm doing that? That's my job now? Like, what are you fucking saying to me? So I'm like, and like, they have to get those out first. And like, it's just a mess, but it's funny.
Kingdom Hearts 4 isn't happening no time soon. I know they keep teasing it and they keep wanting to sit there and show little teaser trailers. And I'm just like, I'm probably just going to let's play this shit. I don't know if I'm going to buy that or not. I was so let down by 3 that I'm just like, I don't know.
We'll find out.
You guys.
We'll see if I give a shit about. I'll see if I'm fucking senile and I remember anything about video games by the time that fucking game comes out, right?
It's like you said, they got to get the Final Fantasy trilogy done first, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and like another 3 years for that last part, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So,
like not to mention if they put that shit on Steam again, like I mean, whatever. It was funny is like I think about like how they brought IP into other games. It's like, do you remember Soul Calibur back in the day? Soul Calibur.
I do. Soul Calibur is my shit.
Soul Calibur 2, how like GameCube version had Link, which was amazing, by the way.
Yeah,
and then
that was cool stuff they did back then.
And then Xbox had Spawn, and then I don't remember the dude's name from Tekken, but he was in Soul Calibur too.
Yeah, yep. But it was all about Spawn and Link, though. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Homie, it was so much about Spawn and Link.
But, yeah, man, Spawn was so fucking awesome.
Good.
I owned the Xbox version of Soul Calibur because that shit was great.
And then I like how they did it again when like Soul Calibur 3 came out, how they had Darth Vader and Yoda. I thought that was fucking cool. I'm like, that makes you buy 2 copies of this game. You're fucking smart. Do you remember GameCube's NBA Street Volume 2 had Mario and Luigi in it?
I do.
That's so fucking funny.
I do.
Crossing somebody up with Mario was fucking golden. That was so good. I remember playing it.
Look, and Peach was nasty in that too.
Yep. It was so funny because it's just so fucking random. You're just like, hold on, you can play as Mario in this? Okay.
But like you said, it worked. It worked.
Yeah, like I like how they shoehorned like those characters in those games, especially Nintendo. Nintendo was very famous for that shit. Like there was the Mario and I think it was a Mario and a Yoshi plushie in the Twin Snakes version, the remake, like on a desk somewhere. There was like a plush of Mario and Yoshi. Like they just, if it shit was on GameCube, they shoehorned it in, except for Resident Evil. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. Because Resident Evil 4 on GameCube, swear to fucking God, my brother-in-law went to a E3 style convention for the video game store that we worked for in Vegas. And that was the year it was like Resident Evil 4, Snake Eater, San Andreas, and Halo 2. And I was just hardcore into Halo. And I remember he came back and I was like, tell me every fucking thing about Halo 2, please. Like, don't leave out any details. I need to know everything about Halo 2. And he's like, that was not, and he goes, it was cool. That was not the best game I played at that show. And I'm like, what was? He goes, Resident Evil 4. He's like, you have no idea. He goes, because all the other Resident Evil games, like the camera was fixed. Like it was just, and it wasn't a franchise. Like Code Veronica was out and like Outbreak was out on PlayStation 2, but it was like still the same like fixed camera.
Yeah, tank
shit.
Controls.
And I was like, really? Resident Evil 4? He goes, you don't even know. He's like, when you play it, you're going to fucking lose your mind. And I remember the demo came in.
Yeah,
and no
first time they showed that was
but like I'm talking about the physical demo disc showed up at our store and they were like, go put this in the GameCube and like let people play it. And I remember no one was in the store that day, and thank fucking God, because I played that demo over and over and over. And I remember taking like a week off work when the game came out because I was like, I need to play this game. And I'm just happy. Like it's weird because you think about like Capcom had exclusivity with Nintendo of all people. Like
that was a super weird move.
That was so weird.
But they sold a lot of damn GameCubes though.
The Resident Evil, all the remakes, the 1, 2, well, 1 was like the proper remake, and then 2 and 3 were just like upscaled, looking a little better. They didn't do like the full remake treatment, but then they had Code Veronica, then they had 4, and like Beautiful Joe was there, and Killer 7 was there, and like it was just weird because
Beautiful Joe was my shit.
Beautiful Joe, you know what sucks? I remember back in the day, people don't appreciate cell shading because they thought it looked like shit. Wind Waker, so many people were like, this game looks like shit.
They talk so much shit about Wind Waker, but that's one of my favorite damn Zelda games, man. Wind Waker is God.
And literally, my brother-in-law, I will shout him out again, he was the only fucking dude that said, this game is great when it came out. He was like, all you people that are just shitting on it because it looks different, you guys, this game is fucking awesome. You have no idea. And then, of course, what happens? An HD remake comes out, and everybody's like, oh my God, I love it. Shut up. You talk shit so bad back in the day because you said it looked like a comic book. But like Beautiful Joe is the same way.
For it, Wind Waker. Wind Waker was the fucking like nickname for the shit.
Shut up, man. Like that game. But again, that's what I'm saying. Like now, like I'm glad that gamers appreciate different art styles, right? Like that's a big, like I'm happy that like no one sees a game and just goes, it looks like shit because it looks like a cartoon or it looks like this. Like one of my games that I loved was Cuphead. And like, I loved it for the visuals, like the hand-drawn stuff. I was like, this is a game that looks different than any other game out there. It's all hand-drawn. It has the little fucking little static, like it's actually an old thing. That the soundtrack was good.
An old cartoon.
It does. And I remember that shit, my favorite part is that was on an Xbox sizzle reel. It wasn't highlighted. It was just like, those sizzle reels were like, here's all the indie games that are coming to Xbox. And they showed you all these games, blah, 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 blah. Quick snippets of each one. Then they showed Cuphead. for like 5 seconds. And everybody there was like, oh, time out. The fuck was that? What was that game I just saw? And then all of a sudden Microsoft saw all that on the internet. And then they were like, oh, we need to give them a bunch of money and make it exclusive. Yeah. Like we need to make sure they stay. But like back then, people were just so interested in like 3D graphics, realistic graphics, that if it like had any cell shading or any sort of like sprites or any of that, people just like instantly shit on it.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man. I mean, yeah, that's a good call, because you're right. There was a lot of controversy with Wind Waker, and they tore that shit apart. But like I said, I played it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. It's one of my favorite Zelda games. I don't think people give that one enough credit, and they should. Like you said, when the HD remake came out, everybody was facing it. Oh, this game is great. But like you said, they were talking shit back in the day about it.
Yeah, and my brother-in-law made it a big deal. He was like, I told y'all this fucking game was awesome back in the day. I was the one who liked. It's like the guy who likes the band before they become big. Like, fuck you. I liked them when nobody liked them.
I liked it when they were in the garage.
Exactly. And that's what he was like that. He was so fucking like that with Wind Waker. It was so funny though, because he was definitely like that. Hey, my wife's home. Gotta love that when the dogs freak out. Boba Motts and everybody says hi. Jesus Christ. So you went from, now at that time, did you ever have multiple consoles when you got old enough to be able to buy your own?
Yeah. At that point in time, especially once I got my PS3, it was pretty much just that and Xbox all the way. The Xbox One, I had to pass on that one. I ended up winning one from a raffle. That's how I got mine. And I didn't play it. I got like NBA 2K a few times for it, but it was just one of those things where I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm not going to end up really doing much with this. So it pretty much just collected dust. When the series was announced at the Game Awards, I needed something more than just Hellblade to sit there and convince me to get it. So it got to the point where, I don't know, man, after the PS4, I was pretty much just like, maybe I should just be just a PlayStation guy, and maybe I shouldn't even worry about Xbox anymore. But I wanted to keep holding out faith because of the 360 era. I kept saying to myself, Microsoft has too many devs that I like. I know there's got to be some games coming eventually for this. So finally, and Kevin Ainsworth, he kept talking about, it's gonna be a perfect time to get it. The sales are going. All right, I'll just wait a little while, Kev. I'll just wait a little while. And sure enough, the Walmart's here. I don't even know if they were supposed to be doing this or not. But they had put it down to where it was the same price as the Series S. And I was just like, well, shit, this is a no-brainer. I might as well just go ahead and just get an X and just call it a damn day.
Right.
I don't know if that was a pricing error or what the hell. So I grabbed it.
As long as they let you grab it, yeah.
Yeah. So I got it. But, I've actually gotten a lot of satisfaction out of the backwards compatibility, because now I've been able to go back and play old stuff on it, thank goodness. And I don't know, us talking about Halo actually has me like, maybe I just need to sit there and give the Master Chief Collection a try and see what Halo is all about. Maybe.
Yeah, Halo, as far as the gameplay goes, still holds up. Halo's gameplay is like Bungie at its finest, top tier fucking first person shooter stuff. Like that will never, like, in my eyes, falter. Like, it's good. The story of Halo 1 is good. Again, like, I think if you were to go back and play like Halo 1 non-remastered, that visual jar might hit you, because it was a launch Xbox One game or OG Xbox game. So that visual jar might hit you. But when they did the remake, the coolest shit is, I love when remakes have the button to switch back and forth. It's my favorite thing in the world.
That is a cool feature.
So they're like, here's how it used to look. You want to see all the work we did? Click, and it just... everything's like, holy fuck, look at this game. So yeah, like, I think if you went and played Halo 1 remaster and then Halo 2 remaster, like Halo 2 remaster, they did all the Blur, that like production studio, they did all the cutscenes for it. And I remember looking at it just going like, wow, like this looks amazing. So like, I think if you went back and actually played the remasters of each of those, they still hold up. Halo Reach is fucking great. And like, I mean, again, I think certain people, like certain games now, for example, the one thing about Halo that's kind of like shitty is the speed of it. There's no run. Like Call of Duty and all these other games have like sprint button where you're fucking, there's not that in Halo. And like, so you kind of are moving. And again, at the pacing of it's fine, but it's just when you're used to hitting a button and sprinting, trying to get through a level, and that's not there anymore. It's a little different. The Halo trilogy, like 1, 2, and 3 story though and like Reach specifically are fucking great. Like they still hold up. They're really good stories. The gameplay of it's good. 4 is good. 5 is okay.
That's when we start getting shaky
Infinite
territory.
is weird. Here's the thing that sucks though. I'm just talking solely about the campaigns of them. Halo 4 added like, and this is back when like everybody started adding abilities to shit. So they have like a shield and like all these weird, and you're like, each character had their own abilities, which are weird. 5's gameplay, I love to death actually. I put a shit at the time as well. Like I didn't have a lot to play on my Xbox One. So Halo 5 was like, but they had like a good PvE mode like called Warzone, where it was like you versus another team versus enemies, and you had to work together to kind of figure shit out. It was fun. Halo Infinite's actual gameplay is fucking amazing. It really is. It's just the story of like how we've gone from this trilogy and like the one side of Halo, like Reach, of those stories being just so fucking well done to these stories where we're at now and just not as well done. That's the only thing in my opinion that stains it. Halo Infinite though, I remember the gameplay. Halo Infinite is that good mix of both. It's that good mix of running, movement with good shooting, like, and it still feels like Halo though. Like the guns still feel like Halo. My buddy got all weirded out because like he forgot that like shields were a thing, like over shields, and like it's not just you have to shoot people kind of a lot to kill them. It's not like fucking Call of Duty hardcore mode, right? Where you run around and just instantly kill people. The sniper still one-shot headshots people, which is always amazing. Sniping in Halo still feels fucking phenomenal. But yeah, it's like those old games, the story is what held those up the most. The newer games have adapted to the newer gameplay. Also, if you had a grappling hook to like anything, the game's awesome.
That's true.
It's like grapple hook and jetpacks make most games fucking awesome. I don't know what it is. Add a grapple hook to anything, and you're like, yeah, this is awesome. Like
Monster Hunter Rise is the prime example of that. World is still the best one to be, but Rise, that getting around with the grappling was fucking great. So,
Titanfall 1 didn't have a grapple hook. Titanfall 2 did, and we were like, this game just got perfect.
Titanfall 2, don't talk to me about that. God, man. I love that game so
legit
damn much.
One of the best FPSs ever made. Anytime I talk to people,
the gameplay and the damn story was so
good.
great.
And why is it good? Oh, I don't know, because it's made by Respawn, the same people who did the OG Modern Warfare games, which also were great. Respawn doesn't fucking miss. They make great shit. They do such a good job, and that's what I'm saying. Like, Titanfall 2, I feel so bad for because it got just fed to the wolves.
EA sending out to die, man. You know, God. First of all, it's bad enough when you're a publisher of Battlefield and this game. Why are you going to send this game out right near Battlefield?
It was literally like two. I'll have to look at it. I'm almost certain it was Battlefield. 1 week later, it was Titanfall. Yep. And then 1 week later, it was COD.
Yeah.
Release that damn game.
I was in Skyrim Special Edition, I think, came out like that same fucking week, I think. Something like that.
Put out Titanfall in March when nothing else like it is around it, and that game would have thrived. But to be clear, it sucks because you just put it between two juggernauts. Obviously, the game has huge fan base and everybody loves it. So like, it wasn't a bad game in that. It's just the sales of it. Like, more people would have had eyeballs on it if you didn't put it out in between those two games.
Yeah, and that game deserves. I mean, I like the fact that it seems to be getting a lot of attention these days. But it would have been nicer if it got the attention then. Right. Because it just deserved it. I mean, it's like you said, the gameplay, the story was fantastic. Whether you was on foot, whether you was in the mech, golly, that game was just so damn great.
Every time I talk to people about it, I'm like, it still has the best movement of any FPS I've ever played. The wall running, the grapple hook, the sliding, everything about Titanfall 2's movement was perfect, in my opinion. And then obviously that's why I like Apex so much, because I mean, it takes so much inspiration. It is, I mean, almost every gun in the fucking game is from Titanfall. Like, I went back and played Titanfall 2 multiplayer like randomly one day, just like, is this still popular? And it is. There's still games that you can get into.
People who still play.
And like, I looked at all the guns and I'm like, oh yeah, like every one of these guns are just Titanfall guns. But again, like jumping into a Titan just felt good. Calling in a Titan felt good. Like everything about it. And then that story is legit one of, it's hard to say either like that or like Halo 1. That's what I'm saying. Halo 1 story alone is like so good. And that's why I'm just like Titanfall 2, if Halo wasn't around, Titanfall 2 would probably have the best FPS story ever. It's just so good. And like that levels.
Takes a lot, man, to get me into an FPS. And like I said, Modern Warfare Trilogy is my shit, the OG one, and Titanfall 2, man. Titanfall 2 is so great.
Right. They were amazing.
So hopefully EA will do the right thing. Titanfall 3 hopefully will come out the grave and we can get it back. It would be nice. Titanfall deserves to be alive.
I would really hope that. I mean, with the popularity of Apex and people bitching enough, it could happen. And the only reason why I say that is because Skate came back. Skate
did.
So Skate was Skate 3 came out, and it was I love skateboarding. I've always loved skateboarding. I love Tony Hawk games. Skate came out, and that was like realistic skateboarding up until 3. 1 and 2 were very much grounded, like real life tricks. You can't jump off buildings and land, like you will, like it's all like realistic. And then 3 started kind of definitely going the route of like, we're not, it's a little Tony Hawkish with some of the gaps that you do and stuff like that, but it was just fun. And that's why I was like, okay, we're here. And people bitch enough about Skate, and eventually that came back. So that's the only thing that gives me hope, because if EA sees, dude, I don't know, this is before Skate got announced, every fucking EA post on social media, every post comments, bring Skate back. Bring Skate back. Bring Skate back. Didn't fucking matter what game it was. Didn't matter what it was talked about. It could have been Mass Effect, Madden, FIFA. Bring Skate back. Bring Skate back. And it's still not out yet. And I am hopeful that it's good. They changed it up to free to play, which I do think is the right call, because just get more people playing it. And you're telling me you can't microtransaction skate decks and wheels and shoes and clothing? You
and that would
easily
make sense
could
to do that. Yeah.
In that game, it makes perfect sense.
That's one point when microtransactions actually make sense.
Yeah, be like, oh, you can just kit your person out with all Vans gear, or you could buy the skateboard deck and this complete deck and make it your. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But that's what I'm saying. I am hopeful EA does that. With Titanfall, especially with how Apex is still super popular, and like there was fucking Titanfall. So during the Game Awards last year, all of a sudden Titanfall's got a patch to add new gameplays or new game modes to Titanfall 2.
That got everybody excited.
And there was like, what are you guys doing? And then there was like more videos that were being added to the YouTube channel that were made private, and people were like, what are you guys doing? And then there was like these tweets that came out, and then it started getting the chalkboard with the lines drawing motherfuckers were like looking at every tweet from everybody going, the Titanfall 3. And I'm like, and then there was like some fake trailer, I think, that came out, or a fake teaser that came out that somebody did that people couldn't tell if it was fake or leaked. Yeah. And it was
it didn't help that the rumor heads were feeding into
exactly.
The shit too, so,
and I'm like, man. And then at the Game Awards, there was like some tweet that came out, and I'm like, again, that's now my pie in the sky dream announcement is just Titanfall 3. If that came out,
that would be great, man. God, that would be great.
Everything else would stop. There's certain games when they come out, everything of my life, gaming wise, stops. One of those for me was Spider-Man 2. I told all my friends, don't invite me to COD, don't invite me to Apex, don't fucking talk to me until I platinum this game at all. I'm not streaming anything else until this game is platinumed. And granted, I like hardcore played it. I did everything in like a week. And again, it's not like it's 70 or 80, 100 hours, but I'm like, I was just like, certain games come out and I'm like, just don't fucking ask me to play anything else. I just want to focus on this. And it sucks because I don't want to say there's not many games out there right now that are kind of like that. Like Indiana Jones, I'm excited to play it, but I'm not going to stop playing fucking Black Ops 6 or Apex because of Indiana Jones, right? I was going to say Star Wars Outlaws was that game until I saw every review fucking not be very happy about it.
I'll wait in like 6-7 months to pick it up.
I am now.
Sale, man.
I swear
and hopefully
to God,
by then it'll be the game that it should be.
I'm so sad because the game went gold like 2 months ago, and I'm like, that's a good sign. If it went gold, that means that they've like figured the shit out. And then like so many people showed bugs online of like how the gameplay is, and then Kind of Funny gave it like a 4 out of 10. I was just like, oh no.
See, I've been at work all day, so I get a chance to see it.
Yeah, the review embargo
bad.
broke and I just got fucking sad. I'm just like, but again, I was going to do the route of Ubisoft Plus and not give Ubisoft money. I was going to do the subscription and just play fucking for a month and get rid of the subscription. But at this point now, I'll just keep playing Elden Ring and I'll just wait for fucking 6 months when it's good and maybe cheap and I can just buy it. But
that's the bad thing about games, man. A lot of the games these damn days, it's just, that's why I don't really do day ones like that. Most games aren't the damn game they're supposed to be when they first came out. So it's just, you might as well wait damn 6 months, 8 months, or even a year. I am so glad that I have not played Baldur's Gate 3 yet. They have done so many damn updates and changes and additions to that. I'm just glad I haven't played that yet. I might as well just wait and just keep on waiting. Same thing with Cyberpunk. I am glad that I waited until they completely finished that game, because now I heard that it's fucking great.
I heard it's so good. Yeah, like the expansion came out and it's like Cyberpunk like 1.5 / like this is like the upgrade to all the shit that you wanted good, which is where I'm
finally kind of got their reputation back up, because when Cyberpunk first came out, man, I thought it was over for them. I was like, damn, this is it.
They were getting torched.
But they did the right thing with that.
That's how I feel about Starfield. To be fair, all Bethesda games wait a fucking year. Every bug that's in the game will get fixed. They'll upgrade this.
I don't know why everybody doesn't do that by now. I'm not even a heavy Bethesda guy like that, and even I know you got to give those games time before you finally do decide to play them. Starfield, because I'm a space junkie, I love sci-fi shit. I'm gonna play that game. At some point. Yeah, but I'd rather just wait, because like you said, Bethesda, give them some time. Like you said, a year, a little bit more. It's good to go.
It sucks because back in the day, there was no option to do that. You just had to make sure your shit fucking worked before it came out. Yeah. But the only thing that sucked is those release dates were just paper thin. Paper fucking thin. You would have a magazine that would give you a release date, and then you do a fucking next issue and it'd be a different one. And you do a next issue and it'd be a different one. And again, though, you had to. There was no option to you drop a game that's fucked, you're done. Yeah. Like you can't get a lot of returns to the store. Yeah, you're getting a lot of returns to the store, a lot of returns to your company. You can't do that shit now. Now it's like the only thing that sucks, I feel there's only, in my opinion, there's only 2 companies I entirely trust with games. Rockstar. They don't fuck up.
Yeah.
They have that money to not have that pressure of like, we have to put this out. They're like, no. Y'all will fucking wait. Y'all keep playing the old one quick. And y'all like it. And like I said, GTA 6, biggest trailer day one. That trailer came out. It was the most watched trailer in YouTube history the first day. Because everybody's just like, yeah, sure. Fuck it. Who cares? We'll keep playing 5. 5's still fun. Keep going with 6. Red Dead 2 came out. 10s from everybody. They're just like, y'all don't miss. Them and Insomniac are I feel the 2 companies that they put out shit, it doesn't suck, and it's not broken. And I'm just like, what more can I ask for? I can't say that about Respawn anymore because they put out Jedi Fallen Order and it fucking ran like shit.
Yeah.
The story of it was good and the gameplay was fun.
Took a while to get going. You ain't lying.
Yeah, Survivor was, that was a game I told because Fallen Order I know felt like was like that. I felt Fallen Order was fine. And then as for Survivors, I was like, don't talk to me. Don't ask me shit. I'm playing Survivor. And I remember playing it and I'm just like, why does this not look very good? Why does this run weirdly? Gameplay was good. Story was good. Never shitting on those. Again, Respawn doesn't fuck up stories. They do a good job with stories, but I'm just like, and then like 6 months later, it was performance mode is updated and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay. But like as soon as
games these days,
that's what sucks. Like I saw the Outlaws thing and I told the Xbox Drive, I'll be playing Outlaws. And now that I saw those reviews, I'm like, nah, I'll wait.
I'm just gonna wait. Ubisoft was gonna sit there and I can't even remember the last time that Ubisoft put out a game that it actually was the game it was supposed to be when it first came out. And that's the reason why I do give them plenty of time. It's been a while. I can't even think.
Well, like for sure with the OG Assassin's Creed and OG Watch Dogs, those were shells of what they talked about. They were shells of
they dialed Watch Dogs down a lot.
Division
Watch Dogs was not what it. Yeah, The one.
Yep.
Even though I love the Division series, but you're right that it was not what it was supposed to be.
But I'm talking about the first one is always like can we make this even somewhat happen? I feel like Assassin's Creed 1 was like, we got it kind of working. We got mechanics down that we think are cool. And then Assassin's Creed 2 was leaps and bounds better.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs 1 visually did not look like that demo whatsoever. It was okay. Some of the hacking stuff was there, but it was okay. And then Watch Dogs 2 came out, infinitely better. Division is okay. Division 2 came out better. It's weird. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, so like Ubisoft is like, they do that sometimes, but like one thing that somebody said that scared me, Far Cry, for example, Far Cry 4 and 5, I liked a lot. 5 is nuts. 5 is an insane story in that Montana, hillbilly wilderness in the fucking Montana wilderness. I thought it was awesome, especially at the time with how hillbillies were on the rise on Facebook and Twitter and all that shit. I was like, this is actually kind of scary because this could be some fucking place that they actually visited on their way home or something, right? And I loved them. And then I played Far Cry 6 and the AI was so stupid. I stopped playing. I wanted the story to be good. I wanted the villain who looked awesome. I was like, this is going to be awesome. And I played it and the AI was so dumb. I felt dumb playing it. I'm like, there's no challenge. I can't do this. And I stopped.
My issue with Far Cry 6 right from the beginning, when I knew I was like, this is probably not a game I'm going to stick with. I was trying to wrap my head around the fact of why can my armor piercing bullets not pierce flesh? That was the stupidest thing. I was like, this makes zero fucking sense. I was like, I get it. You don't want everybody just using armor piercing bullets for everything. Then don't give them to me.
Right. It's just so weird.
Yeah. Don't dumb it down and be like, oh, well, you're using armor piercing bullets on flesh and that's not going to work. Yeah, the fuck it will.
Last time I checked in real life, that shit will. It'll actually work crazy good if I have to be honest. Like,
So I knew from that point there, I was just like, I don't know how long I'm going to stick with this. And sure enough, man, I end up bowing out of that one. Because like you said, I wanted to like that. Like you said, that the villain was there. Just everything was there except for
the gameplay.
Silly, dumb parts. Yeah, man. It's just some of that shit just don't make any sense.
I was shooting enemies.
What are y'all doing?
I was shooting enemies. Shooting. AI NPC who was supposed to live walk right in front of my fucking scope and I blast their head off and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm shooting enemies here. Let me jump in front of your fucking gun. I was like, I remember doing that. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing right now? Like, what are we doing right now? Why is this a thing? And yeah, like you said, the only thing that worries me now is that Assassin's Creed Shadows game. I'm like, please don't suck. I will say the newer Assassin's Creed, though, for the most part, I just got turned off at the fact that they were 200-hour games. That's what they turned into. That was the part that turned me off.
Yeah, man. Odyssey and Origins were great, but like you said, they are huge. Valhalla was ridiculously overbloated.
I didn't even start it because I was scared to. After I saw like 180 hours shit, I was like, I don't even want to fucking start
like
this.
200 plus, and I did it to myself because I wanted to get the platinum and stuff and everything. But man, I'm usually pretty good with open world games. I'll let you get away with keeping me in the world for 100, 200 hours. But Valhalla was too much.
Yeah.
And I was just like, golly, you could tell Ubisoft was like, you don't have any other games to play for like 2 years, do you? No, I do have other games to play.
That's the problem.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Especially with, like us, where our gaming time is limited. And I'm like, I got too much other shit I want to play that I don't feel I can put the time into this game. Which some open world games, like certain games, it's weird, like Horizon. I liked Horizon a lot, actually. Horizon Zero Dawn, again, sci-fi nerd. The story of it, I was like, that's actually really fucking cool. I liked it. And then the second one came out, and I have the limited edition version.
Huge.
But it's huge, and it's not interesting enough for me to want to keep playing it. I beat it, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to play at this game. I don't want to keep playing this fucking game. There's just too much shit. But like, it's weird because like Ghost of Tsushima, opposite. After I beat that game, I'm like, I just want more. This game is so good. And it maybe because it wasn't as big as Forbidden West, but like it still was just interesting shit was everywhere, and it was so good. Yeah.
They did a good job with it. Forbidden West it's like once you really got past that first area, and you just saw the size of the shit, and you were just like.
And thankfully, at the end, man. I won't ruin it for anybody who plays it. You get that item that lets you get to place really fucking fast.
Thank God.
Thank God. Thanks for giving me that
Thank
awesome
God.
fucking item the last
At the end of
20
the
minutes
game.
of the game. I'm like, you motherfuckers, this would have been awesome at the beginning. But then like Spider-Man, I'm just a big Spider-Man fan. So after that, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I want to keep playing this game until it's done. But yeah, like that's unfortunately like my time with gaming is limited. So like Witcher 3 is my big example. I played like 80 hours of The Witcher 3 and I didn't do shit. And I'm like, this game's phenomenal. I just can't do it anymore. And I just because I have other shit to play.
And I can understand that. When it comes to open world games, man, it's just you gotta be a little bit more. You gotta respect the player's time, and like you said, sometimes I get it. You want people to spend time in your world, but like you said, there are 20, 30, some people for 40, 50 other games to play a damn year. They don't have time to spend 200, 300 hours in your game. You can't do that these days.
I think
one
the
game
next
like that, maybe.
Yeah, I think the next game that will shut me down is going to be GTA 6 because that game is going to be. I legitimately think that game. I think that game is going to come out and literally make people change the way they do games. I think that is like that type of game is going to come out and people are going to go, "How is this world so big? How is this world so dense? How is there so much stuff to do? Why does it look this good for an open world game?" Like, I think them taking all the time in the world to make that game and how good it is and how they're just like, shut up, you don't need to know anything. You'll be happy when it comes out. And everyone, Rockstar's the only company that like, when they drop a screenshot, it fucking breaks the internet.
Yeah,
like
everybody knows Rockstar's their style. Red Dead 2, my only issue with it, and I've made it known, was just the survival stuff. It was just a bit too much. I just wanted to go ahead.
Which is why I didn't like San Andreas as much. It's like, I have to eat. Fuck you. I don't want to eat. I don't want to work out. Fuck you. I want to just play a goddamn game and be fine. Don't make me work out and eat in a game.
Or if you want to have that in the shit, let me turn it off. But outside of that, that one small part, Red Dead 2, story,
same thing with like fucking Snake Eater was like that too. It was the same thing. Snake Eater added like weird survival shit. Of like, I'm like,
I think that's when I was totally finally just done with Metal Gear after that point. I was like, okay, Metal Gear 1, I really enjoyed that shit. But like you said, you start adding all that extra stuff, and I'm just like, I get it. You don't want the game to be the same. I get it, but damn, man, sometimes you can go a little
San Andreas
too far with
and Snake Eater came out the same year, and they both had like the eating and the survival shit, and that's why I was just like, yeah, I'm good. Although if you haven't played Metal Gear 5, please go do that. Here's the thing I'll tell you. Metal Gear 5, ignore the story. It doesn't make sense. Again, it's like Kingdom Hearts. You could watch every tutorial and backstory, a 5-hour video of all the, it won't make sense. Just skip the fucking cutscenes. The gameplay loop in 5 is top notch. It's really good. So go do that if you haven't. But yes, infamously, I've never seen Lord of the Rings. And people shit on me. Yeah, I know. It's cool. Every reaction is fine.
It's what?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I have, you know, it's funny. Last year on my charity stream, I did a charity goal where I would do a watch along for Lord of the Rings. I still haven't done it yet. I did the same thing for Harry Potter because I hadn't seen Harry Potter yet, but I did go through all those movies. I have seen all the Harry Potters. We're good now.
Okay.
Anyways.
All right.
But Lord of the Rings, I played Shadow of Mordor and skipped every cutscene because I didn't give a fuck. The gameplay was awesome. I was like, I don't care.
Damn it.
I was like, this gameplay's great. I don't know who that guy is. I don't know why that guy's important. I don't fucking care. Just skipped right past him. Shadow of War.
Mordor's fucking good. Yeah, that gameplay was great and stuff.
I was just like, I don't care. Just kept going. It was so good. So, like I said, those gameplay loops make you definitely want to, like I said, Metal Gear 5 story. If you asked me, put a gun to my head and told me what was the story of Metal Gear 5, I couldn't tell you. I guarantee you 90% of people couldn't fucking tell you after they beat that game.
Most people can't. You're gonna have those few people who's like, oh, I can tell you everything about it.
Those Kojima nerds that are like, well, actually,
power to you.
Whatever. Power to you.
No. I stopped paying attention to Kojima stories a long time ago.
Yeah, you can't. They're fucking nonsense. So as we start to wrap up the show, the one question I do want to ask, which I think you kind of answered it. You did mention one game that was really bad. What was like your most disappointing moment in gaming? Like, what's one thing, like when you got your own money or like a gift you got or something, what's like a game that you got that you were just like, why is this? And you were hyped for it. And then it came out and it was just the biggest disappointment in the world.
Easiest answer. Mass Effect 3. That was not
God.
the game I was expecting to be. I loved 1 and 2.
Right.
They are by goats. Mm-hmm. They're on that list. I went into 3, especially when I first started seeing trailers for it. I was like, 3 is going to be the shit.
Right.
I cannot wait. And it just did not hit for me like it should have. And then that ending, and it's before the director's cut, because I played this day.
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of people hated that first cut of the ending for sure.
Man, that ending had me so pissed off. I was just like, this is how you fucking end it? Oh my God. And then you got the nerve afterwards to sit there and be like, oh, you can prepare yourself for the DLC. Excuse me?
And go to hell. Go to hell, and your DLC can go to hell. Exactly.
You know, at that point, I was just like, you know what, Bioware, fuck you.
Yeah.
How dare you do this to me?
I thought you were going to say Anthem because of how, like, you were like, let's not talk about that. I'm like,
I guess it's one of those things where Anthem, it had promise, but because it was new, I was just like, well, we'll see how this goes.
Right.
Mass Effect 1 and 2 shits hit so high for me. Mass Effect 3 I thought was going to just be a given. There was going to be no way they were going to fuck that up.
Right.
And, you know, they showed me wrong. I didn't completely hate the game.
Right.
There was moments in it that I was just like, this is great, but overall, man, it was just not what I was expecting it to be. And like I said, that ending just really just like it almost just like completely took a shit on the whole trilogy for me. The way they ended that.
That's kind of how I felt with Halo 5 story. So Halo 5 story, the way they marketed it was very different than the actual story that like happened. Like they had Halo 5's like marketing. They had like a podcast companion before the game came out. So you could like listen to like parts of the story and how who Locke was. And they had like full voice acting from everybody. It was fucking cool. And then they had like all the campaign stuff of like Locke and Chief fighting. And I'm like, okay, who's this fucking dude hunting down Master Chief? I'm like, this is awesome. And then you played the campaign and you're like, I don't feel anything I was shown earlier is ever happening in this story. And it was just so weird. And like that was such a turnoff for that game because again, the gameplay was fun. The multiplayer was awesome. And it was just like, this story just fucking weird. And like there was like stuff that happened in Halo 4 that you're like, okay, there's stuff in here I really like. Let's keep this shit up. Let's build that up more. And like they just like didn't. And I'm like, so fucking strange. And like Halo Infinite didn't really fucking help either. So it's like, again, it sucks when the game, like when you go from a game that has great gameplay and great story to now just great gameplay. Like the story, whoever was like running that shit back in the day fucking took off and did something else. And I'm just like, man, like that sucks, but oh well. Well, like I said, you know, sometimes those disappointments happen. Sometimes people get bad gifts or stuff.
It does.
You know, it's all good because now we have more things available on the internet to tell us like Star Wars Outlaws. Maybe you can wait a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I only look at reviews because sometimes I'm like, I don't give a fuck, right? Who cares about reviews? But like, I just got weirded out.
Sometimes they can save you.
Sometimes it can save you. And like right now I was already going to have to put Elden Ring down to play Star Wars Outlaws. And now I'm like, I'm actually having fun with Elden Ring. And based off what I was seeing on these like bugs and like weird shit that's going on in this,
wait a little bit.
I think I'll wait a little bit. Until there's a lull in games, which I say that, but that never fucking happens. Like,
I was about to say, yeah.
Ever. I mean, the other thing too, though, is like, there's definitely lulls for me, I would say, because I'm not typically into the same stuff that like, example, you're into RPGs. Now, I'm not saying I'm not, but like, if a new Persona game comes out of I'm just like, cool, whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck, right? So people are like, and I'm not saying they're bad, they're just not the things I'm into as much anymore. Exactly.
Yeah.
So like, there's definitely games when like certain games come out and people are like, I'm going to play the fuck out of this. I'm like, I'm not. Like, I'll find something else to play. Like, okay, you guys have fun with that shit. That's what happened with Elden Ring in a way. Elden Ring came out and I didn't play it right away. And everyone and their mother was. And I was just like, well, I can go play something else. Like, I don't, you know, I didn't play Hogwarts Legacy until a year later. Because I
still got that on the wheel. So.
Well, here's what's funny. I also didn't have any big affliction to play it because at the time I hadn't seen the Harry Potter movie, so I didn't give a shit. I was just like, okay, I heard it's good. Like, I didn't hear bad things about it. Everybody who was a Harry Potter fan fucking wouldn't shut up about it.
Yeah.
Like, they talk about how much they love it. And I'm just like, I haven't seen Harry Potter. I don't give a shit. I literally saw the Harry Potter movies though. And then like, as soon as those were done, Hogwarts was like next on the list. I'm like, let me go play this. And I can report it's a super solid game. And I'm very happy it's a thing. And second one that comes out, I'll probably stop and play that right away. So yeah, like I said, there's still games that are coming out that hey, people at Respawn, hi, my name is Mitch Power 1116. Titanfall 3 would be the best Christmas gift on earth. So if this Game Awards, if you want to, feel free to announce that. I bet me and
I co-signed that.
Yeah, me and him would be quite happy. Please.
Oh yeah,
thank
you.
Sure
enough,
be great.
Please don't release it next to anything else. Please give us.
If you could do me a solid, don't put it out near any other FPS that's worth a shit. Please.
Yeah, please
don't put it out near
the new Battlefield you guys are working on. Please just. Face that out.
Oh, speaking of games that are big disappointments, Battlefield 2042. Homie, my boys and I were playing Warzone, and we're like, Call of Duty had cheaters like crazy. It was so bad, but we love Call of Duty so much. And we're like, you know what? Battlefield's gonna fucking save the day. And like Battlefield's trailers came out, and they were fucking awesome.
The trailers were fucking great. Even I was thinking about maybe jumping in.
And I'm like, this is gonna make Call of Duty fix shit. Even if it's just gonna put pressure. And I'm like, good. Put pressure on Activision to get their fucking shit together and get COD right. And then now here's the cool thing I'll say. Thank you, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, because you gave me a 10-hour trial of Battlefield 2042. All my other friends went and bought that bitch. I said, let me do the 10-hour trial. And I can guarantee you, I am so thankful I didn't waste 70 fucking dollars on that game. I played it and it was just so bad. And I'm just like, I don't know how y'all dropped this ball this bad, but we went right a week, and I went right back to COD. I'm like, I'm sorry, Activision. I didn't mean to leave you.
Yeah. And there were several people that followed right behind you on that.
That game,
I don't know how they dropped the ball on that, but hey, Vince is going to sit there and try to fix it. And if anybody, I guess, can sit there and do it,
Vincent Bella, please.
Yeah. So
you say you made
if Vince can't get it done, then the Battlefield might as well just be buried.
Right. I mean, he made COD what it is now, because COD used to be just World War II.
Yeah.
Call of Duty 2 and 3.
I wasn't interested in it then.
No.
Nope.
Well, what's funny is like I was interested in World War II games until they made every first-person shooter a World War II first-person.
World War II game.
Like on PS2, it was like Medal of Honors.
Yeah,
all of them, right? Battlefields were happening. Those were older war games. All the Call of Duties were. They had like Shell Shocked, which was like a game back in the day.
Forgot about Shell Shocked.
Yeah, right. All these games were all like just World War II games or Vietnam games or something. And I'm just like, I'm fucking tired of that era. I don't really want to play it anymore. And then they were like, here's Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, what's that? And then we all changed our mind. You know, the worst part is the next game after Modern Warfare, World at War. No one wants to go back. Stop. No one wants to go back. You just sold so many copies of this. Could you just keep doing this? And then they were like,
over.
They were like, oh, we're sorry. Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops. Like they just fucking they're like, here's, we're sorry. We're so sorry. And then it's funny enough, then they went back, like Ghost was, whatever.
Yeah, nobody really liked the Ghost.
And then they tried Advanced Warfare where they were like, oh, jetpacks and wall running. And I'm like, nope, you're not the game for this. We have a game for this that's better. Don't fucking do this. And then they went back. They did World War II, and I'm like, again, who gives a fuck? And then Modern Warfare Remake. Like, here we go. This is where we're going. Let's go back to this shit. And I will say, like, Modern Warfare Remake is fun. That was like the first Call of Duty that I came back to start playing Call of Duty again. But then as Warzone hit, I was like all about Fortnite and Apex, and then Warzone hit, and I'm like, it's funny because Black Ops 4 was only a battle royale. It didn't even have a campaign to it, but I never gave a I played it and I'm like, it's okay. I always preferred Modern Warfare over Black Ops' like style, right? Treyarch versus Infinity Ward. Like I liked Infinity Ward the way they did their shit a little bit better. But yeah, when Warzone came out, it was a wrap, dude. And then Vanguard came out. And I'm like, can we not go back? Stop. And the worst part is that they put all those guns together. And I'm like, how can you expect a gun that's a modern sniper rifle to be as good as a sniper rifle from back then? It don't make no fucking sense. But what did they do? They made all the World War II guns OP, so people bought Vanguard and had to use them. And I'm like, none of this makes fucking sense. All around Call of Duty Warzone 2, when Vanguard was I was like, I'm not playing this shit. And then Warzone 3 came out with Modern Warfare 3, and I'm like, Okay. Okay. So yeah, it's
You're
weird.
back in.
I'm back in. And Black Ops 6, the multiplayer trailer just came out today. It looks phenomenal. It looks really good. That new movement shit that they showed looks so good. I'm super excited to play it, and I'll be playing that instead of Star Wars Outlaws because that beta happens this weekend. So
it makes sense.
Yep. Sorry, Star Wars Outlaws. You fucked yourself there. If people wanted to check you out on the internet, where would they go do that?
Savoy_Prime on Twitter is the best way to find me.
And of course, you can also find him as a member of Carpool Gaming.
Yes. Co-host of PlayStation Drive, and I'm in the community, so you know where to find me. Savoy Prime on Discord.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you being on my show. Appreciate sharing stories. Thanks a lot, man.
A good time, man.
Thank you, Savoy Prime, for being on the show. Remember, if you guys want to catch all of his content, you can find him on X at Savoy_Prime. I will also have a link in the show notes where you can find him all over the internet. Of course, you can also find him every Saturday on the PlayStation Drive over at youtube.com/carpoolgaming. Reminder, if anybody out there wants to be on the show, be sure to send me a tweet at GUG Podcast, reach out to me live on Discord, live on twitch.tv/MitchPower1116, or of course, just leave a comment in the YouTube video below. Also, make sure while you're there, you like, subscribe, and leave a comment of your favorite part of this episode. Thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys next time. See ya.